Tori ist da. Alles klar. Wenn es euch gefällt, vergesst nicht, einen Follow dazulassen. Und Kommentare sehe ich auch immer wieder gerne. Und besucht mich auf Twitch, Twitter oder auf meinem Discord, ne? Also dann, macht's gut, bis später. Hallihallo, Hallöchen und herzlich willkommen zurück beim verrückten Vogel aus der Nachbarschaft. Tori hier. Und ja, vor langer Zeit haben wir sogar mal ein bisschen FGO gestreamt gehabt, richtig? Da haben wir ja auf oder ich zumindest, ich habe auf den Castoria entzogen. Oh Gott, war das Pain. Und ja, wir holen das definitiv nicht nochmal. Nein, das wird definitiv nicht wiederholt. Da warte ich noch bis nächstes Jahr, ey. Wieder sei. Und tschüss doch, ey. So, und eine Kack. Ey, das war ja die volle Kombination, ey. Ey, yo, Ray, alles gut bei dir? Schön, dass du reinschaust. Und der Jurik ist natürlich auch mit dabei. So, wir schalten mal kurz hier rüber. So, ich pausiere das erstmal. Ich brauche ja nur zum Glück hier draufklicken, dann sind wir auch schon drin. Warte mal, wie geht's eigentlich von der Lautstärke? Sollte eigentlich in Ordnung sein, oder? Also ich habe so 75% runtergedreht. Wenn es zu laut sein sollte, auf jeden Fall mal Bescheid geben. Wenn nicht, muss ich nämlich nur kurz mal das Connection Cable wechseln. Muss nämlich kurz mal zur Not auf meinen Desktop wechseln. Ich habe es nämlich jetzt komplett auf dem Fernseher gerade. Aber yo, wie geht's dir, Ray? Alles gut bei dir? Du oller Schnüffler, du. Du kriegst deinen Sport auch. Keine Sorge, das rennt nicht weg. Warte mal. Ah, scheiß Kabel hier. Da fliegt gleich alles runter, genau. Natürlich. Genau, weißt du, ich fange an und alles wird umfliegen. Geht doch richtig gut los. Nee, bei mir ist Pain. Hä? Wieso? Warst du gerade bei der Route oder was? Und hast jetzt so eine Stange im Hintern oder was? So. Und 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 und 10. So. Lockig, flockig. So. Und dann schauen wir nämlich auch mal, wir wollen nämlich jetzt in die neue Lostbelt rein. Genau, in Nadakana Mandala. Oder so. So, da bin ich schon mal richtig gespannt, was die Story auch angeht. Also das ist halt komplett neu für mich. Also ich habe mich nicht gespoilert oder irgendwas. Und ich weiß nur, dass ich definitiv brauche ich die scheiß Uni-Blätter daraus. Und ich muss die farben. Ich muss die richtig hart farben. Genauso wie scheiß Knochen wieder. Ich wollte gestern, ich kann ja mal zeigen. Ich habe gestern schon halt meine liebe Kollegin fertig gemacht. Die Ibuki. Oder nicht Ibuki, Alter. Ibuki jetzt, Alter. Null Schlaf, den ganzen Tag nur schwere Sachen weggebracht und ein bisschen krank. Na ey. Das ist ja die Wombo-Kombo, hä? Kann das sein? So, ich werde auf jeden Fall die Ibaraki Doji auf jeden Fall mitnehmen. Wird definitiv passieren. Oh Gott, ich muss auf jeden Fall höher halten. Ne? Sonst halte ich die ganze Zeit die Augen zu, wenn ich immer aufs Handy glotze. So, wir werden auf jeden Fall, warte mal, mit dem Setup werden wir wahrscheinlich reintingeln. Da hauen wir uns hier noch rein. Ich kann sie leider auch noch nicht auf 90 bringen, sondern sie ist leider Gottes auf 80. Und in 7 Tagen Prüfung. Ja, das läuft ja richtig gut. Ah, da ist sie schon. Warte mal, ich habe sie gesehen. Oh, genau 13. 113, ey. So, dann würde ich mal sagen. Warte mal, ich lehne mich mal zurück und dann nimm mal das Ding direkt vor die Fresse, weißt du, dann siehst du ein bisschen besser. Oh, und ich habe schon drauf gespuckt, ey. Mann. Bam. Aber auf jeden Fall. Oh, jetzt erstmal die Story an. Habe ich auch eine ganze Menge wahrscheinlich zu vorlesen. Shadowboarder is now docked at the Wandering Sea. Port 1. All Shadia staff, please disembark at your earliest convenience. Alter, da habe ich eine Menge vorzulesen, sag ich dir. Da habe ich echt jetzt richtig viel vorzulesen, ne? Oh, ja, genau. Großartig. Ich hab das gemacht und ich hab schon wieder drauf gespuckt, ey. That's right, it only took about 20 minutes from the time we anchored the storm border outside and made our way here in the shadow border. Thank you again, Nemo. I don't know what we would have done without your help. You're amazing. Well, I'm Triton as well as Nemo. When it comes to navigating the ocean, you better believe I can hold my own against the storm border. I doubt my Nautilus will ever serve as strategy room for you guys again, but still nice to hear that. Okay, ich hab grad clean. Das ist wahrscheinlich, weil ich es so in der Hand halte. Ich glaube, es ist, weil ich es in der Hand halte. Dass da halt ab und zu mal vielleicht so kleine Ruckler kommen, ich weiß es nicht. Well done out there, everyone. I have been eagerly awaiting your return. Ich setze mich aber mal ein bisschen weiter rüber, weil zur Maus kann ich nicht mehr. Congratulations on your victory, oh god. Lostbelt, not only did you succeed at your primary objective brilliantly, you even brought back a more fascinating souvenir than I could ever have imagined. The battleship out there is simply fantabulous. Warte mal. Ist es besser, wenn ich es hinlege? Mal gucken, dass es halt sich nicht so... The data you sent painted truly, but now that I have seen it in person, your data hardly did it justice. Ich lasse mal zum Test jetzt so liegen. Dann muss ich mal eventuell damit leben, dass ich die ganze Zeit so nach unten gucke und dann eventuell bei mir die Augen zugehen. Aber dass die Ruckler weg sind. Ich glaube, das kann halt sein, weil ich es in der Hand habe. Und dadurch, dass das Kabel halt immer ein bisschen hin und her ruckelt. Probieren wir mal. Ich teste mal. Well, I can certainly understand how you feel, Miss Cyan. I'm afraid I must ask that you postpone indulging your curiosity a bit longer. Oh Gott. I believe you are already aware of the situation of the Warte mal. Sollte eigentlich nicht... Das letzte Mal hat es nicht so rumgespackt. And if you are already aware of the situation and of the next move we need to make. You had better believe it. Not to worry, our next mission is right up my alley as well. I see, my apologies. I should have known Atlas risen. Sharp prodigy would already have been mad. What? Was machst du damit? Mach sie wieder zu, Mann! Er hat einen fetten Riss im Arm. Was machst du denn? Hol dir ein Pflaster, Mann. Missy Motor, Director Gorov, Miss Creelight and Miss M. Deswegen auch immer geht das Bild immer so klein auf und zu. So ganz leicht ist das. Deswegen. Mal. Kann ich das vielleicht irgendwie optimieren? Indem ich es halt andersweitig hinlege? Mal. Ich probiere es mal hinter das Mikro zu machen, dass es gerade, besser mehr gerade liegt. Oh, wackel, wackel. Nee. Ja, macht es dazwischen. So, mal gucken, ob das was ausmacht. Ne. May I suggest we take this opportunity to roll up your sleeves and return our respective positions. Pablo, das mache ich, das merke ich schon. What the? Oh, did you know my handle, Holmes? Don't you tell me you're addictive to online games too? Was? Was geht jetzt los, Alter? Well, everyone, now I have my own voice-only games are not among them. Indeed, I still have very little experience when it comes to video games. Nein, aber mit dir. Moin, hey, Shadow, Foxy, schön, dass du reinschaust. Du siehst, wir sind ja mitten in der Story. Ich habe mich so ein bisschen das Kabel, weil eben gab es so ein paar kleine Fehler, Tonfehler und bla, aber ich glaube, der Tonfehler ist weg. Aber deswegen auch immer, wenn ich tippse, hast du einen kurzen kleinen Bildeffekt, weswegen auch immer. Ich weiß nicht, ob man es so krass im Stream sollte es man nicht so krass mitkriegen, oder? Aber es ist merkbar, glaube ich. Es ist definitiv auffällig. No, that's just a smart demonstration of my skill. While I may not have been at my best in Olympus, I'm still the world's foremost detective, you see. By virtue of my profession, revealing secrets comes as natural to me as raising those to you. Alter, Holmes, ey. Und Foxy, wie geht's dir? Ich hoffe, alles gut bei dir. Oh Gott, da haut der Text schon wieder ab, Mann. Ich hoffe, du hast auch einen entspannten Abend. I think it's more like a fetish than it's anything to do with your job. No, that's enough of that, Agilo. His choice of topic aside, the point is Holmes has proven that his detective skills are still sharp. And I, for one, most encouraged to see it. Administrative advisor, just make sure you keep your magnifying glass away from our own private affairs. Oh Gott, Alter, der Gorov, Alter. Der Gorov war gut, jo, mir geht's auch super. Bin jetzt das erste Mal, dass ich halt richtig komplett Story mal streame jetzt vom Handy halt. Ich habe vorher nur einmal halt Züge halt gemacht. Also sozusagen habe ich auf Castoria gezogen. Das war das einzige Mal, wo ich das jetzt so ausprobiert habe. Ja, ist es eigentlich Serie? Fällt Serie krass auf Shadow oder? Weil mir fällt es persönlich zumindest auf. Kannst du mal dazu was sagen? It's wonderful to see everyone so relaxed again. Nö, dann ist gut, dass es halt nicht so krass auffällt. Also ich merk's zumindest. I think we all started feeling less tense on the way back from Olympus and it looks like I was right. Was nehmen wir denn? Yeah, we're all in a ton of stress for a long time. I know, I'm pretty darn relieved. Ah, ich sag mal das obere, Oh, you're really not supposed to shit-shot on the dog, you know? Besides, last I checked, you Chaldeans are supposed to be getting ready to tackle the next Lostbelt. Yep. 5.5. Or we know this could be the last time we get to come back to the base like this. So I encourage you all to head back to your rooms. Rest up for what's to come. Oh yes, you certainly don't have to tell me twice. I've been looking forward to putting my feet up on my fluffy bed and drifting off without having to worry about being woken up by an emergency alert for ages now. Oh yes, by the way, Captain. Shouldn't my gorgeous director's office be done by now? Huh? What? Alter, Gordy, Alter. Right. How could I forget? How's it coming along, Cyan? Yes, of course, it's all done. However, as luck would have it, I just began further renovations a few minutes ago with the aim of making even more charges than... Oh, okay, sie haben's vergessen. Die haben's vergessen, Mann. In the meantime, Godov, I would ask to continue to look forward to the office tour of your dreams. From the comforts to our 3 for the time being. Stores! Die haben jetzt ins Lagerhaus versendet, Alter, ey. I don't believe it. She clearly forgot all about me. Instead of admitting a mistake, she's choosing power to strike through with a 1000-watt smile. Alter, ey. What about you and Da Vinci, Captain? So what are you and Da Vinci gonna do now, Captain? Ja, oben. Nicht, dass es hier wirklich einen Unterschied machen würde. I'm going to head right back to the storm border. It's still pretty unstable, even with all the renovations we made in Atlantis. I need to shore up so I can eventually operate even without my presence, or the storm borders for that matter. I see, so you'll be replacing the virtual parts currently supported by the Aeronax Phantasm with real ones. Alter, die Worte. Alter, die Worte, Mann. Alter Falter. So, gucken wir mal. It seems then that you have a great deal of welding ahead of you. Yeah, once that's done, I have to replace the central control system with something that doesn't depend on the shadow border, so we stop piling more work onto Da Vinci. I take it everything's ready to go, Cyan. Oder soll's Shion? Wahrscheinlich. You know it, I already finished moving your things out, so you can focus all your energy on the construction. So, It means that both Captain Da Vinci will be staying on the storm border for the time being. In the meantime, the rest of us will remain here at Chaldea Base to prepare for the next Lostbelt operation. Mishimoto, your task will be training to further improve your master capabilities. Miss Greenlight, you'll be fine-tuning the Ortinax. And Miss Sion and I will begin investigating and analyzing the foreign god in earnest. Oh ja, der ausländische Gott. Can you do that? Das kannst du? Only with the information we currently have available, but yes. My first order of business will be to pursue the Omniosphere records we brought along from Chaldea's Antarctic base. These records should contain information on former director Olga Mari, who has now returned in the form of the foreign god, and of her father, Sir Marisbury, the founder of Chaldea. In that sense, I'm supposed it will be an internal affair investigation of sorts. As from a sign should we... Yeah, say no more. You want me to observe and examine everything I can about the external side? The foreign god now exists on our planet? You can do that? No, look, you surprised me so much, but much I reacted in the exact same way as immer, oder? Hey, ich hab mich eigentlich umbenannt! Alter, aber egal. Die tun so, als würde da Omotori stehen. Ich hatte mich eigentlich, glaube ich, zu Omotori umbenannt, aber keine Ahnung. Ja, egal. Whatever. So you did. It was very entertaining to watch. At any rate, yes, I can indeed determine the foreign gods' whereabouts now. In fact, I have already done so. Nein, hast du nicht! Schweinerei, ey! Mir war so, als hätte ich es mal gemacht, aber das war dann woanders wahrscheinlich. Ach, egal. All is within Trismegistus second and analytical capability. Oh Gott, ey. You may think of them as being analogous to Sheba from the original Chaldea if it helps. Back! Oh, hey! Willkommen zurück, du olle Socke, du! Wir sind immer noch im Intro. As we speak, the foreign god Cygnus left the Atlantic Lostbelt and moved to the South American one, where it is holding position. After Attribution 2 analyzed the time-lapse footage, it concluded that it could not observe a future where the signal would leave South America, where the world was in its current bleached state. Which means we can expect the foreign god to remain in South America for the time being. Lostbelt then. Krishtaya's magecraft injured her so badly she can no longer move? That would be the most reasonable conclusion. We can think of no other reason for the foreign god to refrain from attacking us. Then this is the perfect chance to strike back if we go after her now while she's still injured. Willst was wissen? Hab auch gerade gesehen, dass mein Bein... Sag mal, hey! Was machst du denn? Du sollst dich doch nicht ritzen, Mann! Sorry, Gordy, but I don't think that's a good idea. Oh, hey guys, I hope you don't mind me jumping in remotely. That's right, it's me, Da Vinci. I'm currently examining the Stormboard along with the Nemo Marines. Aber glaube ich. Ich hatte es auch schon mal, dass ich mich übelst mal abgerammelt habe, dass ich mal gegengelatscht habe. Da hab ich auch geblutet wie so ein Schwein, ey. Hey! Cut it out, Marine D! Those are my skates, damn it! Aber ich habe keine Ahnung, was mit diesen zusätzlichen komischen scheiß Effekten halt los ist. Das siehst du ja auch auf Leute, aber eigentlich... Das nervt mich ein bisschen, dass du halt immer diese Flimmer-Effekte hast, wisst ihr? Das nervt mich gerade ein bisschen dezent. Blut brauche ich nicht! Genau. Konduktorflüssigkeit oder so, weißt du, von Soma hier, dieses Gleitgel, Alter. I swear, why are you guys always messing with me? Cause we are both riders, which makes us rivals, and there's no way we're gonna let you win without a fight. Was? Since you've got the land covered and we've got the sea, whoever ends up controlling the sky will win it all. That's why one of these days we're gonna have Captain Nemo fight you too, to see who gets to keep the Stormboarder. Was stimmt mit dir nicht? Come on, Marines, winner takes all. Let's win this thing. Huh? What are you guys even talking about? Just ignore them, Da Vinci. More importantly, wasn't there something you wanted to tell us? Alright, I almost forgot. You know, Captain, it wouldn't kill you to keep these guys in line. Anyway, speaking in my capacity as a technical advisor, I have to strongly advise against trying to attack the foreign god in South America right now. Even if she really is badly injured, as we are assuming, we'd still be no match for her, at least not yet. Based on what we observed on Olympus, the foreign god's spirit origin output is on the order of a third-class planet. Alter, was? Die hat Energie wie so ein Planet, Alter. Dritter Klasse Planet. In other words, she's the strongest being we've seen since Beast 1 Goethe. Eine second-class planet-level power, Alter, was? Jetzt weiß ich auch, warum das am Brennen war, als mein Kollege Schiebenreiniger drauf meine Hose gemacht hat. Ja. Jetzt weißt du, was los ist. Jetzt weißt du, was los ist. Wenn's brennt, dann weißt du Bescheid. Dann haut was nicht hin. We just don't have anything powerful enough to destroy something like that. With the Stormboarder, we're in perfect condition. So if we tried going South America now, never mind beating her. Just surviving would be a miracle. If anything, we should be grateful that things are unstable right now. The strongest being we've seen since Goethe. To Rene fought Goethe, we were only able to defeat him thanks to a number of extenuating circumstances. Alter, die Wörter teilweise. But what about the Black Barrel? Couldn't they do something against the foreign god no matter the scale of her lifespan? As much as I would love to say it, my darling, Black Barrel is up to the task. I'm afraid I cannot. To begin, it's possible that foreign god simply does not fit our perception of common sense. You see, Black Barrel can only measure the longevity of something understood by creatures of Earth. Ah, okay. Aber weißt du was, weil das nervt mich gerade echt ein bisschen ganz sicher. Ich knapp's nochmal kurz ab und mache nochmal gleich wieder rein. Pass auf, warte mal, gleich das Signal kurz weg. Und mach's nochmal neu rein. Warte mal, muss gleich wieder da sein. In der Hoffnung, dass sich was tut, ey. Warte, fuck! Schweinerei, hä? So. Ne, kannst du vergessen. Nee, er wird Ruckler drin haben, so egal was. We simply have to guarantee that the same rules apply to the foreign god. Ich kann dir auch gar nicht sagen, woran das direkt liegt. Ich habe eigentlich ordentlich alles angeschlossen. Es können natürlich mit dem Story Mode zusammenhängen, ich weiß es halt echt nicht. That said, I suppose it's at least possible given that we are able to communicate with them. But even then, I doubt that the Black Barrel's accomplishments measure would be able to get a full read on the foreign god lifespan. Jo, Sound hat gerade gesagt, laut und dann wieder normal. Ich hab's gerade rein und rausgesteckt, ganz kurz. Aber ja, nee, tut sich nichts, also ich habe ab und zu Knister, zumindest hast du mal kurz einen Tonaussetzer mal gefühlt und dann hast du manchmal wie so ein Grafikbug. Ich weiß gar nicht, woran, ich habe keine Ahnung, woran das liegt. Das letzte Mal war es gar nicht da. Und why is that? Ich habe keine Ahnung, woran das jetzt liegen könnte. Isn't the Black Barrel designed precisely to turn those sorts of differences in capabilities in their heads? Well, think about it. The foreign god whipped up a gravitational field like it was nothing, remember? We are talking about being capable of creating black holes. My engineering simply cannot compete. You all know about the black holes, right? They are basically pitfalls of pure darkness that suck up anything in their vicinity. I say pitfalls, but in a metaphorical sense, there is no falling involved. They exert a gravitational force on anything within range. The reason they are called black holes is because not even light can escape their pull, which makes them as dark as it's physically possible to be. The speed of light is 300,000 kilometers per second, and with our current understanding of the laws of physics, we are unable to exceed it. So there's just no way for anything I could engineer to keep up with an opponent who can tough out black holes with hardly any effort. Alter Falter, really granted that gravitational field was quite the force to be reckoned with. Die ganze Zeit diese Drecksbugs, man! Does this mean there's just nothing we can do against someone with black holes in their arsenal? No, that's not quite accurate. I'm not saying that the black holes are strong simply by virtue of their nature. In fact, yeah, but I'm gonna say gravity is actually very simple. All one has to do is compress mass and raise its density. Jo, wie gesagt, ich würde das gerne beheben, aber ich habe halt nur einen Plan wie. Eigentlich dürft's. Ich habe halt keine Ahnung, ob vielleicht Staub drin ist, ob es verstaubt ist irgendwie, ne. Aber eigentlich dürfte es nicht sein, aber ich habe nur einen Plan, was das angeht. For example, if you could compress Earth's mass to the size of a fingertip, it would become a black hole. So the mechanics behind the black hole's creation are clearly understood. We simply lack the engineering skills to create one. Even as we speak, new black holes are forming throughout the universe. They are the inevitable result of what happens. When a large star reaches the end of its life cycle and collapses on its own weight. They are part of the stellar life, as such they occur throughout the universe on a daily basis, in other words. The foreign god is using the same mechanism as the cosmos itself. Which means we even the very scales of the employer must use completely different units of measurement than hers. Is that correct? I'm afraid so. Und ja, Foxy, ne? Mal gucken, ich hoffe, das geht nicht allzu lange, weil ich kann mich noch entsinnen, die Intros alleine sind schon mal mega lang. Dass wir ein bisschen kämpfen können, ey. The Black Barrel is designed for fighting lifeforms, regardless of how powerful those lifeforms may be. Und ja, selbst wenn wir ja heute halt, mal gucken, wie weit wir überhaupt heute kommen, was die Story angeht. Mirai, Judah! Hey Lucifer! Danke für den Follow! Schön, dass du mit dabei bist! Ich hoffe, du hast einen schönen, entspannten Abend! Wee. But unfortunately for us, humanity has yet to devise a calculation that is not only capable of measuring the lifespan of celestial objects, but then using that measurement as a weapon. Und ja, also, wenn wir das heute definitiv, was wahrscheinlich nicht passieren wird, fertig schaffen, dann definitiv Samstagabend, so werden wir dann weitermachen, definitiv wird kommen. The only reason we were able to use it to defeat the gods of Olympus is because they were part of the zero that only walked in a Lostbelt. Put differently, because they were once a foundational factor of human history. Then there's no way for us to use the Black Barrel to stop the foreign gods, since its use targets own longevity as ammunition? Correct. Our battle with the foreign god will be determined solely by how much energy we are able to produce. So if our opponent is outputting as much energy as your average star, we will need to come up with a weapon that can match and exceed it. Ja, einfach gesagt, ist ja even possible. Ja, gute Frage, ne? I suggest we leave that topic for a later time. For the moment, stabilizing the Stormboard is our top priority. But even if you get the Stormboard in perfect working order, what good will it do if you don't have any use for weapons to bring to bear? Oh, I wouldn't worry about that. We do have some time. You might find such a weapon, don't we, Da Vinci? Hey, Jo! Hey, wie geht's? Schön, dass du reinschaust, ne? Ich hoffe, du hast jetzt auch schön entspannt die Füße hochgelegt. Genießt den Abend. Plus minus den Scuff, den du wahrscheinlich eventuell mal mitkriegst. Also Sound und Bild. Hauen irgendwie, weswegen auch immer, ab und zu mal ein bisschen ab. Oh, der Tori verschluckt sich! Oh Gott. Geht ja gut los, ey. Tori am Verschlucken. Storyende. Maybe. I mean, yeah, if you could only talking about where to look, if you're only talking about where to look, parts in the back. But actually getting our hands on it, that's a whole other story. That's quite alright, Da Vinci. We'll have plenty of time to figure that out. Und ich würde ja am liebsten gerne zurückwinken. Das Problem ist, man sieht es halt nicht, ne? Also zurückwinken funktioniert nur in VR-Chat. In the meantime, there's something I'd like to ask regarding Kadox Zemlupus. Is it true that he gave you something before you put him in the recovery pod? Stimmt, den haben wir eingesagt das letzte Mal. Oh, that, I'm surprised you know about that, Holmes. Who spilled the beans anyway? Oh, that be me. You're talking about the memory chip, right? I'm the one who told him about it and how he probably has the records of the Cryptas communications. Right, you're Mineur. Yep. That chip contains all sorts of communication logs between Krishtaya and the other Cryptas. I'm pretty sure Kader copied them himself. Du müsstest mich eigentlich schon kennen, ja, ne? Also ich kenne bisher nur einen Lucifer. Wenn du das auch der entsprechende Gegenpart dafür bist, dann ja. War auch erst mein erster Gedankengang. Kannst mir ja bestätigen, ob mein Gedanken auch noch richtig ist. Most of it was about the Atlantic Lostbelts, so it's all pretty useless now. There were 2 bits I found interesting though. Oh, and what were those? First, oh god. Begun with the bleached earth phenomenon, not the trees of emptiness. And the second, that the bleached earth phenomenon's point of origin was North America in Area 51. Alter, jetzt geht's los. Jetzt! Du bist doch beim DC Stallhüter. Das Problem ist, ich habe so viele Discords, ne? Es kann schon sein, es kann sein. Es kann sein, dass es mit drunter ist irgendwo. Hasenstall? Also ich bin im Hasenstall auf jeden Fall auch mit drin. Muss ich kurz mal gucken, Stallhüter. Taverne. Ich habe eine ganze Menge. Ich glaube, nee, das sind die alten. Beim Surfer von... Ah, ja, Hasenstall. Ja, das ist der Hasenstall. Da bist du vom Hasenstall rübergewandert, hä? Ja, da bist du von da gekommen. Das war der Hasenstall. North America, 51. Dann würde ich mal sagen, willkommen, ne? We may not have a great deal of information at this point, but nonetheless. Schön, dass du reinschaust, wie gesagt, nochmal. Da Vinci, would you be so kind to send the data over to me as well? Aber ja, mit der Viera habe ich sogar vor kurzem erstmal, oder was ist vor kurzem, vor ein paar Tagen mal wieder kurz gequatscht. Sure, that thing. Knock yourself out. Was? Gleich Musikchange. Aber mit der Viera wollte ich auch eigentlich gerne mal was zusammen machen, aber bis jetzt hat das nie wirklich hingehauen, was Zeiten und so angeht, ne? Da bis jetzt haben wir noch nicht gefunden. Alright, that's all from me for now. The storm border isn't gonna prove itself after all. Middle Mesh, I know things aren't easy right now, but try not to let them get you guys down, okay? Don't worry, you'll feel a lot less anxious once you've had a good rest and gotten back to the swing of things with your training. I might not get to see you guys for a while, but the next time I do, I look forward to seeing how much you've grown. Zzz. Da Vinci already brought up everything I wished to, so there's not much left for me to say. Now that the foreign god has arrived on Earth, the situation has changed dramatically. However, that does not mean we should panic. Jo, ich hab da halt gesehen, dass du live bist. Und der, oh, klar, danke, das ist so schön. Na? Ja, dann hoffe ich mal, dass es auch gefällt. So, was haben wir noch so? For the moment, the best thing we can do is to keep our heads down and focus exclusively on what we are able to affect. By the way, das ist jetzt wirklich das zweite Mal, dass ich eigentlich versuche, mit dem Handy zu streamen. Vorher habe ich halt, also Züge gemacht gehabt, das nur aber auf Castoria, wo die halt kamen. Aber ja, da hatten wir, weswegen auch immer, hatten ich da gar keine Probleme, nicht so wie jetzt. Also so kleine Ruckler oder was auch immer. Aber hey, wir überleben es, hoffe ich doch mal. Wir überleben es. Normalerweise spiele ich halt VR. Also VR-Chat meistens dann. VR haben wir letztens mit dem Corny auch gemacht, mit dem Seeking, haben wir Seeking Dawn gemacht. Das war auch richtig geil, ne? Und ja, sonst Horror, was nicht alles. Action, Krach, Bum, Peng. Ist eigentlich alles mit dabei, ne? Bei mir. Bei dem bekloppten Vogel hier. For myself and Holmes, then Alyssa's team. That means studying the enemy and coming up with a plan. For the field team, namely Immortal Mesh and the Border or Crew. That means equal ports, training and recuperation. Oh Gott. Schwere Wörter. No need to worry, according to Trismegistus, den zweiten Prognostications, the world should remain perfectly intact for at least another month. Ey, wir haben einen Monat, dann ist die Welt im Arsch. Das läuft doch gut. There's the Atlas Institute resident genius that gives me more than enough time to come up with a plan to guaranteed to succeed. So I encourage you all to kick back, relax and enjoy the standby time as best as you can. Ja, Standby Timer, das geht gleich weiter, ey. Je nachdem, wie lang das Intro noch geht. Ah, guck mal hier, jetzt wird's langsam. 5th Year of Kanko Heian Kyo. Oh, jetzt gibt's die weißen Dinger. Die weißen Dinger gibt's wieder. Das ist richtig gut, die brauche ich. Die brauche ich richtig hart. Let's starto. Die blöden weißen Dinger brauche ich, Mann. 5th Year of Kanko Heian Kyo. Akt 1. Puh. Jetzt bin ich mal gespannt. The moon is watching. It's the dead of night. And it's the dead. Oh, the time when humans like feast. Feast, Alter. Ich bin schon voll auf Uni, weißt du, deswegen feast und ich fast asleep. And wild beast wait with bated breath. As the moon alone looks down upon the capital, reverberating with evil. This is Heian Kyo, the land of marvels. Like the British Isles, mystic creatures still roam the lands, peerless heroes hunt them down. It is in this nightmarish realm that myth still draweth breath. For example, the Master of Scuff! Saiji, located on the southwest end of Heian's Kyo's central area. It was rebuilt only recently after fire burned it to the ground many years ago. And it's said that the Minister of Left may have read a poem in its honor during its reopening ceremony. Speaking of Minister of the Left, Fujiwara, he's one of the Emperor's most trusted aides. Aides! A striking figure in both body and deed. None embodies the capital's prosperity or authority better than him. As such, Saiji, with its close connection to him, is a place of miracles. Or at least it should have been. Komische Geräusche? Instead, it was home to rage, to malice. Indeed, as the moon looks down, a vicious monster, practically the embodiment of Losing, roams the sacred ground of its holy temple. Shut up! Ich hab auch Hunger, Mann! Just shut up already. Some great evil spirit threatening the Imperial Palace and all of Heian Kyo you turned out to be. You are just another boring old evil spirit who turned tail and ran the 8th side of the 4 heavenly king statues at Toji. Cheeky little punk! Oh, stop it! Und tschüss! Das war's wohl mit dem Drecksvieh. With one swing of his blade, the battle was over before it began. In a flash, the supposedly great evil spirit formless body was scattered to the 4 winds. Ah, Kitoki, Alter! Die Ratte! Ha! Done and done! This is what it means to be a brave warrior, a Heian warrior. Ha! Jetzt fängt's richtig an rumzuspacken oder was gerade? He's a part of the last line of defense, keeping the people of this Far East Island safe from the multitude of wicked monsters that threatens peace. Jo, viel Spaß im Lurk dann, Devil, Lucifer, der Liebe. Nope, that wasn't Aza. What I'm missing, things were never like this back when I was living on the mountain. What's wrong? What don't I get? What I got, damn it, it just ain't gonna cut it. Guarding the city that's hardly a task worthy of running Raiku's 4 heavenly kings. Hello, hey Star! Willkommen! Hope you're having a great time. Hope you're having a great evening. Schön, dass du reinschaust. Wie geht's dir, wie steht's dir? Alles gut bei dir? Damn it, at this rate, I'll never be able to be a master. Lostbelt edible? Yeah, well, I don't know. Well, let's see, I guess. Maybe you can. Maybe there's something sweet, sugary. Would be nice. Or like chicken wings. Or chicken nuggets. Master, huh? There's something about that just doesn't sit right with me, Aza. How do you ever make your peace with it? Border tuna. Plätscher. The Horikawa. Main Street Ichijo Modori Bashi Bridge. Touchy wheeling man, okay. You there, young lady. Yes, officer. What can I do for you at this hour of the night? Officer, huh? I suppose I can see why you would mistake me for one, but no. I'm an officer no longer. Huh? I'm a warrior retainer from Setsu. Then does it mean you're the famous sword fighter from the Genji family? I see you're well informed indeed, young lady. In that case, I trust you also already know that the Minister of the Left has tasked the Genji family with defending the city from any who would threaten it. Yes, of course. None of the city residents would be still alive today if it weren't for the warriors of Genji. Thank you so much for all you've done for us. If there's anything I can do to show my appreciation, oh, valiant warrior, you need but to say a word. Very well then, in that case. I would like a dance. Did you say a dance? I did. The moon is rather clear tonight. I would like you to dance atop the bridge so I may watch you alongside the moon's reflection on the water's surface. Ah? Do you still not understand what I mean? Uni, you would do well to peer into the water. Perhaps if you had not taken such undue pride in this transformation, Ibaraki, you might have noticed you forgot to change your shadow to match. Ah. Auch nicht schlecht. You. How dare you? How dare you? How dare you? How dare you? You tricked me. You knew who I was. You tricked me into embarrassing myself. I gotta ask, who are your 5 servants? For me, it's definitely Summer BB. For me, Summer BB is like the very first servant I got NP5. So I pretty much have it in my main team all the time. And then I pretty much use Merlin and Castoria also. And now I also need to farm some Oni, the new Oni stuff. Yeah, I definitely need the new Oni stuff. The burning, what was it? At least for Ibaraki Doji. That's like the enhancement stuff. Oh god, yeah. But for now we need to unlock like the Mount O, I think. It's in this Lostbelts so I can at least farm later on. If this means you have me figured out from the start, then also like Elizabeth Bathory. I think she's also pretty cool. And Mordred is also pretty amazing. I kill you! You're dead, you hear me? You're dead! I hate you so much! Tonight's the night, I finally bite your head off! Got your eyes out, skin you alive, and leave your mutilate corpse hanging for everyone in Suzaku Avenue to see. You hear me? Tsuna! That sounds very cool, yeah, thank you. Huh? Hey, look at me when I'm threatening you! Yeah, I also like the Oni gods, so yeah, I just love the character, like, you're supposed to tremble at my fangs, shudder at my claws, and beg for mercy at my feet. But dare you look at me and see someone else. Thuna! Look at me for that! Verdammt! Jetzt, damn it. My absolute favorite is Map is also pretty cool. Second place is Cleopatra. Cleopatra I got with luck on MP3. Oh, Nobunaga is also pretty cool. Yeah, the Onis, definitely the Onis. I know the Onis are a pretty cute combo. And Blackbeard. Alone all the event stuff and the story stuff with Blackbeard, like he's so funny at times. Like yeah. Maybe I don't use him as a character itself, but like in the story and all, he's pretty cool. Also with like the harem jokes and stuff. Why you? Ich glaub, die stört es nicht so wirklich. my little Tsuna, are you terrified of me that you can't move? Good, that's more like it. Yes, that's right. I've grown stronger since that night, much stronger. I learned a lot on Mount Oe, Tsuna. In the time I spent with shooting, I learned everything I need to know about being a better Oni. And I'm just getting started. Hey Lord Ados, danke für den Follow. Vielen lieben Dank, dass du mit dabei bist. Ich hoffe, du hast einen entspannten Abend. Wie geht's, wie steht's? Alles gut bei dir? One of these days I'm gonna lead every Oni in all of Japan. As a pair of Oni kings of Mount Oe, Shuden and I will descend from high, wipe out you, Genji, and devour every last person on the face of the earth. Is that all you have to say, Ibaraki? Then it seems you have yet to catch on. You're clearly as long ways off from reviling Shuden as the leader of the Oni world. I can send my FC if you want to judge my Sid. Yeah, sure. Go ahead. But for now, I need to at least get done with the story aspect, and after that, I can like check out my friend list. I need to kick someone off at least who's like not active at least. Huh? What's that supposed to mean? Neither your flames nor your claws come close to injuring me, but it matter in case you hadn't noticed. I haven't even opened my eyes for a while now. Ach nee, and you even great Blackbeard? Well, if it's your favorite, why not, right? Why not? Just go with your favorites. I also have like, what's it called? The 4-star Lancer. With the arts NP. I have also on level 100. I can show you later. Huh? You! Ah! How dare you to make a mockery of me, you human! Curse you, Tsuna! Ibaraki. Oh, nee. Ah! My arm! You cut off my right arm! Ah! Oh god, it hurts! Damn you! Bastard! Tsuna! Huh? What do you think you're doing now? Why did you sheath your sword? Why aren't you coming for my head next? Come at me again, damn it! Go on, I dare you. The next time you swing your sword at me, that's when I bite your head off. I mean it! It seems there's no servant to be found here. Oha, ooh, this is hard. You have yet to use a single support spell, even after having your arm cut off. So clearly you are not a master. Huh? Masters, servants, what are you talking about? You have no caster aiding you. You are just a lone Oni, nothing more. As such, I have no further quarrel with you. I don't know what you're talking about, Tsuna. But you said I'm just a lone Oni, nothing more? Can't believe you tried to trick me with that kind of nonsense. I hate you even more now. Smokescreen made of fire. And then shield. Nothing else, Ibaraki. You do get better at turning tail each time we met. Next time I'm gonna take my arm back, and then I'm gonna kill you. It'll be our last meeting. You have my word on that, Tsuna. My hated rival. Don't you dare forget it. So she's returned to the mountain. Hey, Paper! Schön, dass du reinschaust. Wie geht's, wie steht's? Alles gut bei dir? Caster. Oh, mit dir! Yes, Master. Her magic energy was far beyond that of an ordinary human, but also didn't belong to a servant. Perhaps she was a phantasmal, or she's an Oni. Right, of course. You never had such creatures in the land you hail from. Ibaraki and I have something of a history, as you may have guessed, but never mind that now. For the time being, I shall hold onto this arm myself. Understood. So that is what it feels like to have one's sense enhanced with magecraft. Yeah, no problem. I'm no knowledge of German, but it are Korean JP people on FGO, so yeah, mostly. It's yeah. I know. No worries. But hey, nice to see you. I hope you have a great at least for me it's evening. I hope you have a great day. So, welcome. Magnificent work, caster. As you can see, I remain without a scratch even after facing off with an Oni. Don't be ridiculous, Lord Tsuna. All I did was cast a simple spell to temporarily enhance your senses. You're the one who evaded those fearsome attacks without any physical enhancement or protection from claw and flame. Meanwhile, I'm gonna look after I'm done with the story part, and then yeah. I'm French, so yeah, I don't live that far from yeah. Hey, it's a day, bro, I guess. Yeah, so no worries. I don't have like English in my title for nothing, so yeah, it's also no problem. But I'm not that fluent, I would say at least, or not have that much practice, but hey, whatever, right? I too have little to understanding of German. Yeah, you can, well, you can start if you want. I'm here at least. I can help. At least for what I know. And what's more, you did that entirely close. It was truly incredible feat if I ever seen one, master. I'm a Brazilian. Oh! You are also from Brazil. The funny thing is, also played like 1 or 2 times with Leo, and she's also a Vtuber from Brazilian. Ah, that's pretty funny, huh? Coincidence. Hardly. And anyone who carries a sword could, well, maybe not. But I will say that any warriors at the top of their art, that is any of Raiku's 4 heavenly kings, could do as much. Yeah. Or at least they should. Alright, my caster, let us be off. We have more quarry we must find tonight. Yes, master, understood. Oh. Was das? Ah, yeah, yep. Let me check. Friends and following. Right, zoom. Well, those idiots. I'm gonna kick those off. The other 3, by the way, are from my Discord side, so I can't kick them off. I saw you used the correct summary. Nice. Yeah, I love the German word for porcupine. What was porcupine again? Oh god. No. Porcupine. Was it Schweinefleisch? What was it? Schweinefleisch? Or well, yeah, it's like what was it? 1, 5, 6, 2, 3. Yes. Dun. There you go. And friend request. Yes. There you go. Ah, yeah. Oh, it was something. Schwein. Stachelschwein. It is me. Yeah. I knew it was something with a pig because pork. But yeah, from the zoo. So next. Oh, dann wollen wir mal schauen, ne? Und was haben wir hier? Singularity! We've got a singularity on our hands! But as I've mentioned many times, I'm very much a layman when it comes to singularities, plus I really don't want to get involved with them if it's possible at all. So why usually I will be sitting back and enjoying a cup of tea back in my George's director's office, currently still under construction, I guess? The circumstances apparently being what they are, I decided to at least put a brief appearance here. In regards to Singularity itself, I let my technical and administrative advisor handle the briefing. Alright, technical advisor, I've had it. I'll be watching over the proceedings from supervisory distance. Yeah, it's Spiky Pig, the spiky ones. That's the one with the really long spikes, right? But I was a really long time ago. Well, I was like... No. It's like a long time ago that I was like in the zoo again. Thanks, Gordy. I take it from here. Foo. Ah, is that your way of welcoming me, Foo? Thanks. Alright, Emoto, Marsh, ready to get this briefing started? Ready. I'm good to go. No, don't be hasty. Oh, this latest singularity, oh god. This latest singularity was first observed about 30 minutes ago. Of course, with Earth currently bleached clean of human history, the only kinds of singularities that can occur are minute ones. Or so we thought. Do you remember what science taught us about minute singularities? Basically, the worst that can happen with an unrepaired minute singularity is that it causes a few minor problems when Earth is restored to normal. But that's not the case here, that's the real deal, a genuine full-blown capital S singularity. A real singularity? You mean like the original 7 singularities? Fubu? Precisely. Which means the singularity represents a grave threat to humanity, even with Earth in its current bleached state. The fact that this singularity has appeared is a blot of black stagnation even on this empty Earth. Suggests that its influence is far-reaching indeed. That is an unfortunate conclusion Trimegester II has reached. Black stagnation. Yep, black stagnation. How can I put this? It's basically like a giant sunspot. That's the kind of stagnation we are talking about. But didn't the genius of Atlas Institute say we had at least a month? An excellent point, which is why I think you should hear what she has to say for herself. Go ahead, Cyan. Beep beep. I'm so sorry. Please just forget everything I said about the world remaining intact for a month. It's tomorrow. The thing about singularities, the only people who can predict them are the ones who caused them. Oh yeah, This is why even Goethe ended up being undone by them. They are like insects eating holes in your map before you are even aware of their existence. Anyway, there you have it. I will let the singularity professionals take it from here. Good luck fixing this one and restoring humanity. Thanks, I guess. Makes sense now, Imoto. Oh. So your mission this time is to investigate and eliminate this dark spot of human history. The singularity is located in Japan during the Heian period, the 5th year of Kanko. Or 1008 by the Gregorian calendar, the early 11th century. More specifically, it's located in the city we now call Kyoto. German insults are peak of offense! Schweinerei! Thought that the time was commonly referred to as Kyo or Miyako, meaning the capital. Kyofu! Kyofu! Sicherlich, man. Perhaps it would be easiest to simply refer to as Heian Kyo, the Heian period Kyoto. Heian, that's the period Raikou, Kintoki, Doji, Baraki Doji, Murasaki Shibuke, and Seishu Nagon all come from. Now that's golden, I guess. Did somebody say Heian Kyo in the 5th year of Kanko, no less? No, golden, speaking my language. That time's right around when us Genji warriors were in their prime, as I recall. It was just before a big Oni cleanup operation. Which means you can expect to see yours truly. So you better believe me and Boss Raikou are gonna be all over this. Oh, well, I know Raikou's kinda busy getting things ready now, but I'm sure she'd come running in a flash if you give her a word, master. Kentucky means golden time, right? And it'd be great if you all could come along, but... golden time. It's your shine to shine! Hell yeah! That's true. You almost surely know the Heian Kyo place better than anyone. And if you could meet up with your historical counterpart, I bet you'd be perfect for getting him to cooperate with us and share what he knows. Kampfdackel! So I agree that having you come along would be ideal if we're possible. Okay, Kampfdackel cannot be offensive. I had a Dachshund Dackel, yes. I've seen he take down dogs twice. Yeah, Dachshunde, they are, they are pretty fierce. They can be like the Napoleon syndrome, right? The smaller you are, the more aggressive you get. Oh, what's the matter, short stuff? Quite a long face. Well, the thing is... Hello everyone, long time no see. Oh, Fuma, Kotaro at your service. Kato Danzo, likewise. Danzo! Ja, By the way, Danzo is the one servant I'm also still missing. Ah, where did you two come from? Well, they're ninjas technically, yes. Oh, for... What is it with ninja servants always popping up where you least expect them? Sure, I might be able to handle the surprise thanks to the nerves of steel cultivating during a lifetime of racing, but you could have easily caused month-late Michael here to die of shock. Tubby's not even sticking to the food seam anymore. I'm sorry, Director Gorlov. I promise I'll be more careful from now on. Good. But I only with reason, of course. I'm aware you ninjas are about stealth after all. Master, Lord Kintoki, Lord Gorlov, or the distinguished guests. Will you please hear what we have to say? Oh, yes. Yes. Thank you, Master. See, Lady Danzo and I sensed something was wrong at almost exactly the same time. 30 minutes ago. The same time that the singularity appeared? Right. Both Lady Danzo and I were momentarily overcome by the exact same sensation. A sensation like hearing a screaming insect which we think is directly connected to Limbo, the alter ego. Der Limbo, man! Ach shit, foo-foo! Limbo, huh? I've heard the stories about him too, Master. And it sure as hell sounds like he's one of the most ungold bastards ever. He basically shows up out of nowhere and tries to pull some seriously ungolden shit on you guys all the time, right? From what I've heard, it sounds like he's a dead ringer for Ashia Doman. Of course, I can't say for sure if he's the same Ashia Doman I knew. But I do know for sure that he was hanging out in Curite around the year 1008. That said, I get the feeling that he didn't start competing with Aben Osemi or going down a seriously deranged path until a little later on. Der Typ, Alter! Die Kackpratze, Mann! Was ein hübsches Lächeln der hat! Limbo! Limbo is truly a wicked creature. So, and yet I get a strong sense that he and I entwined by threads of fate. I feel the same. What's more, when I heard you all mention Heian Kyo, that feeling only grew stronger. So please, Master, please let us come with you on this journey, so that we may cut the threads of fate that bind us to him once and for all. Fate, Well, I can certainly understand how you must feel, but I find we can't make the call on that alone. What do you say, technical advisor? Sending contracted heroic spirits along on a race shift may work for pseudo-singularity and minute ones. But were we ever able to send them to real singularity that easily? Because as far as I can recall, you could only race shift 2 people at most. Well, of course, being able to race shift contracted hero spirits from our time would be a huge advantage on the mission. But as our director so rightly pointed out, we were usually not able to have contracted heroic spirits tag along. Huh? While there have been 7 with extremely rare skills that let them race shift into the languages on their own. Minamoto! Not Minamoto, Musashi! For the most part, it just isn't possible. Since most heroic spirits can't race shift on their own, the only choice is to sync up with Master. As for how we determine whether even it's a possibility, it all comes down to singularity essence. By which I mean how harshly it treats elements that didn't originally exist in that history. To put it another way, how many gaps it has through which foreign elements might slip in. For example, if the singularity were to occur at a crucial point in human history, there would be almost no room to bend the rules regarding that sort of outside elements we are allowed. But minute singularity restrictions aren't nearly so well strict. Which means there's no room for such things presumably allowing us to race shift contract heroic spirits alongside Master. The same mostly holds true for pseudo-singularities too. We've seen some cases where selected heroic spirits were able to race shift along thanks to their bonds, temperament, traits, or other unique characteristics. For example, with the Agatha incident, Astolfo and Deon had no problem tagging along. In Salem, we managed to send Robin Hood, Sanson, and Matahari. With this Shinjuku case, we could have technically sent a few servants along. But they ended up unable to race shift all the way there thanks to a certain professor's interference. Alright, so what's the deal with this one? Can we go along or not? I'm afraid that would be really challenging for this singularity. Well, I say challenging, but it's really more like impossible. As far as I can tell from the numbers I got with the Paper Moon, there are no servants who could accompany Motor on. Beep beep. This is the storm border of command room calling from our anchor point. Do you read me, Da Vinci? I've been following along remotely, so don't worry about catching me up. Sion's actually touching the Paper Moon right now, and she says some new information about your current topic. Go ahead, Sion. She's here flapping her gums like a guppy. Guppy? Like a guppy? I admit that is a very cute expression, but you are aware I do not have gills, right? Alright, the report. I was inspecting the Paper Moon, and I heard you discussing of heroic spirits and the probability of race shift. So out of sheer curiosity, I decided to running some new numbers, and the results were interesting. Oh Gott, Mann! Erschreck mich doch nicht so! Interesting, you say? Der Tobi, Mann! Hey Tobi, was geht? Schön, dass du reinschaust. Ich hoffe, dass du einen spannenden Abend. Alles gut bei dir? Oh yes, very interesting. It's not the result I would ever have expected to get on the first try. It's almost as though someone is extending an invitation for the relevant parties to come along. Huh? Look, that says, what is she talking about? War beim Zahnarzt. Oha, ich muss... Nächste Woche? Ich glaube, ich muss nächste Woche. Nächste Woche könnte schon der erste Termin sein. Ich habe 2 Zahnarzttermine im Dezember. Und alles gut? Oh, look, that says, how the hell should I know? Puh, special translation. Is it bacon time yet? Bacon time, Alter. Ah, it's wonderful to see you guys acting in such a solidarity. It makes you all seem more dependable than ever. But now it's not the time for heartwarming scenes. No, definitely not. So I will jump straight to the point. The good news is, I happen to observe 2 spirit origins that should have no trouble whatsoever race shifting with Imoto to the singularity. Jo, ab 19 Jahre Zahnfleischreinigung. Jo, ich muss auch, also zumindest zur professionellen Zahnreinigung. Das ist, müsste übernächste Woche dann, glaube ich, sein oder so. Ich glaube, am 7. ist der erste und dann die darauffolgende Woche. Der Assassin Fuma Kotaro und Kato Danzo. Super! You can win! The bad news is those are the only 2. The rest of the Heian servants, including Kintoki, are no-go. As far as servants from the other regions and time periods... Gotcha. Not Kintoki. Nah, don't worry about it. It's what it's right. The only thing that matters is that you 2 keep boss safe. Suche mal nach dem Add-on bei Left 4 Dead 2. Jo, wie gesagt, ich hab's dir ja geschrieben, wie du es am besten suchst. Du musst dann am besten gehst du auf die Shop-Seite von Steam und von da auf kannst du halt auf die Mod-Seite direkt und dann jeweils nach den Charakteren einzeln, weil wenn du sonst Doppelte hast oder zumindest für denselben Charakter mehrere, dann wird es ein bisschen komplizierter, weil dann kriegen die sozusagen einen Error, weil die halt versuchen dann beide auf die Datei zuzugreifen, das funktioniert nicht. Between you 2 and Mash, she'll have a golden shield and spears at her command. Make sure you do the rest of us proud out there. Alright, I'm coming, ya evil wind and black kite. Understood. Right. As for the rest of us, well, you better believe we show up to help you fight battles and stuff. I've also got some golden advice when I'm poured for you before you head out. If you are headed to the 5th year Kanku area, high and cute, and yours truly, well, actually a few of our living selves are sure to be there somewhere. So make damn sure you find us, no matter what. If you can, just track us down and explain the whole singularity deal to our living selves. Well, I can at least promise that Raikou and me are sure to believe you. Protecting the human worlds, the Genji's clan saw on duty after all. And Raku in particular do anything to keep people safe, even if that means she's gotta swallow that's gonna sound like a whole bunch of nonsense. Alright, that's all I got. Sorry I couldn't be more help. Good luck, boss. I'll be going rooting for ya. Thanks. I'll do my golden best, genau. Golden best, oder? Now that's what I talk about, golden. Foo, foo. I see you're raring to go, foo. I'm not letting that little furball tag along on yet another mission. Staying right here this time. What? Hey, nicht mit Fu. Think about it. What if we get lost and left behind at this latest race shift destination? It could end up single-handedly ruining Japan's natural ecosystems. Was? For Fu, Fu. What? Was it furball? Do you have something to say to me? Administrative advisor, technical advisor, I take care of this brood with no sense of self-preservation. In the meantime, go ahead and brief the field team on the specifics of the operation. Ah! Foo! Foo is geil, ey. Alright, let's get to it, shall we? Emoto, Miss Greenlight, Fumakoto, Kato Danzo. Your mission is to investigate and repair the singularity in Heian-kyo in the year 1008. That's the long and short of it. It'll be basically business as usual. Find the Holy Grail that's causing the singularity and bring it back home. And like Kintoki said earlier, he and Raiku's living self should be there. Findest nicht? Was? Da bist du blind? So do everything you can to make contact with them, as there should be a huge help. Workshop, du musst auf die Workshop-Seite gehen. Im Workshop ist das drin mit den Mods. Oh, and one more thing. In regards to this particular Holy Grail's whereabouts, we actually have something of a hint this time. Limbo. Based on what we know about him, there's every possibility that he managed to procure a Holy Grail and spawn the singularity using methods we could never predict. Limbo, the alter ego. Every now and then you come across people who will give up everything it means, causing as much destruction as possible. These kinds of people leech life from everything around them. They refuse to see worse than anything themselves, including and stick solely to hurting and killing. So be careful, cause I suspect that's the kind of threat Limbo might be, too. And we can't afford to let him slow us down when we've still got a whole bleached earth to restore. Don't worry, I won't let my guard down for a moment. That's what I like to hear. It's time to settle the score with Limbo once and for all. Nicht so tief reden, da muss ich immer was saufen in der Zwischenzeit. Excellent. In the meantime, we'll continue to work on stabilizing the storm border with real-world materials. I'm afraid we're still woefully unprepared to send you on your way. In fact, you are almost certainly walking into a trap. But all the same, this is not a problem we can run from. For the time being, it seems unlikely that the foreign god will move from South America, and Limbo appears to be the only external force behind this latest singularity. Which means that right now he's operating independently. And so, trap or not, we cannot afford to miss this chance. We know he will be without reinforcements. Ideally, I would love to interrogate him to extract every iota of information he knows about the foreign god. But I cannot imagine he would willingly comply with any demand we might make. Glaube ich auch nicht. But anyway, remember this, your primary mission for this race shift is not only to repair the singularity, it is also to eliminate the key figure of the foreign god's forces before the foreign god himself intervenes. Understood. Can count on me, sir. Let's go! Alright, all hands prepared for a race shift. I want all of Novum Chalia on standby, ready to help out as needed. Your destination is the southwest district of Heian-kyo. We'll initiate the race shift in 15 minutes, that's all. Was? Unzensort? Nee. Das ist kein DLC, das ist, wenn du direkt auf der Shop-Seite bist, müsste eigentlich auch Workshop dastehen. Oder du musst halt direkt mal auf den Workshop gehen, von der Steam-Seite selber, und mal Left 4 Dead 2 eingeben. Got it. Kann halt gerade auch dir das nicht schicken oder so. Geht ein bisschen ganz schlecht. Come on, Mash. Right, Senpai. Fu. Ja, Fu kommt auch mit. Ob er will, ob Gordy will oder nicht. Jetzt geht's los! Let's go! Lostbelt. Deft. Naraka Mandala Heian Kyo. Sunroth Flash. I minus A. I minus A. Bling. Progress Rewards. Bling Bling hat's gemacht. Boah, es ist eine fette Stadt. Bing. Warte mal, holen wir gleich mal. Ja, Sequels! Katzi. Oh, jetzt geht's los. Jetzt kostet's. Ich hab gar nicht drauf geguckt, was wir jetzt hier kriegen für Gegner. Aber egal. Frisch essen, wir machen alles platt. What is this place? Did the Ray Shift work? Ja, ich denke schon. Marsh? My apologies, but no, I'm not Marsh. Danzo? It is I, Danzo. I have scanned our surroundings and I can confirm that our Ray Shift the Heian period capital was successful. However, wir wurden getrennt, In regards to Lady Marsh and Lord Kotaru, oh, split up. I cannot see them anywhere. Wir wurden getrennt. Nor can I sense the magical energy signals. Also cannot find any signs of their presence, such as footprints, Lady Marsh case or shinobi ciphers in Lord Kotaru's. This is truly baffling. According to my pre-installed map data, I can confirm we are in an uninhabited area in Heian Kyo's southwest district. However, given Lady Marsh and Lord Kotaru's absence, and the fact that I am unable to contact Novum Chaldea, I am forced to conclude that you and I are the only ones to have arrived at our destination successfully. That something must be... yeah, Limbo's doing. Definitely Limbo. Yes, it may well be. Master, as a countermeasure against interference in the Ray Shift, we are employing Presence Concealment. Und geil, pack 3 Waffe! Na, siehst du mal, geht doch los, Gibt richtig viel Zeugs. Lady Da Vinci came up with the AD using the interference data collected from the Shinjuku Pseudo-Singularity. Also, wie gesagt, immer die Gegner und Waffen als eine. Sabers could use magic resistance, casters could use territory creation. And so on for each class. Naturally, both Lord Kotaru and I used skills we were directed to during this Ray Shift. But just before the Ray Shift ended, I felt an odd disturbance in my magical energy. Almost as though I had run into a bounded field. Yeah, that's the interference, Yes, I believe so. As a matter of fact, I happened to sense Lord Kotaru's magical energy though only for a moment. This is only a speculation on my part though. Was ist los? Nur, ja, du musst bloß abonnieren. Sobald du die halt einmal abonnierst und du das Game startest, laden die auch automatisch. Das andere ist natürlich, wenn du doppelt oder dreifach auf eine Waffe zum Beispiel das hast, dann musst du natürlich in die Mods selber rein und das halt einstellen. Du kannst ja dann, wenn zum Beispiel durchgeladen ist, kannst du halt immer noch trotzdem in die Mods mal reingucken und ob irgendwas rot leuchtet. Wenn was rot leuchtet, dann haut was nämlich nicht hin. I think Lord Kotaru may have acted as a decoy to draw the enemy's attention. That's true, I can only assume he wanted you to have at least one servant by your side rather than none. I see, so he sent you ahead to help me. I believe so, yes. A painful reminder that there are areas where my skills are left wanting. Lord Kotaru, on the other hand, is a true shinobi. At any rate, let us take stock of our situation, Master. It seems clear that you and I were the only members of our party to successfully reach our destination. At present, Lady Marsh and Lord Kotaru's whereabouts remain unknown. The Ray Shift interference could have sent them both back to Novum Chaldea. Or they could have each arrived in different locations somewhere in Heian Kyo. Let's start by doing what we can. I will keep an eye out for Marsh and Kotaru. Mark 10, Alter. Chris Vector Division Emergency Pro, yo. Läuft der? Läuft? Ja, dann such dir mal deine Mods zurecht, aber du musst aufpassen halt. Du darfst nicht zu viele nehmen, du musst halt auf deinen Rechner achten, was dein Rechner halt leisten kann, ne? Ich weiß ja nicht, wie stark dein Rechner ist. Umso mehr Mods du hast, du musst am besten, bevor du mal streamst, auf jeden Fall mal testen. Nicht, dass das Spiel dann abkackt oder übelst lahmarschig ist, wisst ihr? Bei meinen alten Rechner ist zum Beispiel gerne mal, wenn du was in den Ladescreens gedrückt hast, ist abgekackt. Aber der jetzt hier hat gar keine Probleme mehr. Figure out a way to restore communications with Novum Chaldea. Understood. Ich hab eine I7. No? Dann klatsch mal rein. Mit dem 8-Kern. Then let us get moving. Begin our search for our teammates. And we should also try to find a local who can help us, such as Lady Raikou. As for the comms interference, our solutions will vary depending on the type of bounded field the enemy is using. I can just find a bounded field's edge, or perhaps a seam. I should be able to re-establish contact. In the meantime, we may as well get going. Come on, then, let's go. Yes, master. Wait, just a moment. I am detecting something in those shadows. No, multiple somethings. I expect they each contain a great deal of magic energy. So I would urge you to slowly, carefully. Get behind me, please. I was too careless. Oh, did I fail to notice these readings sooner? They must be assassins with presence concealment. Monsters that are exceptionally skilled at hiding. Und hieß? Master, get behind me now! Was bist du denn? Ja, das hab ich auch gerade. What are those things? Get ready to fight, Danzo. Understood. Whatever these creatures are, they are clearly hostile. Initiating combat routines, unlocking all mechanical ninja arts. Since I cannot accurately ascertain their strengths, I see no reason to hold back. I shall therefore employ every tool in my possession. Die machen platt! Now let's begin. Bestimmt ein geskripteter Kampf, wo ich die auch dann so hab, oder? Nope, hab ich nicht! Was haben wir jetzt gegen Lancer? Haben wir. Ja, komm. Lancer ja mehr als Singles. Die machen platt! Zeig mal dem mal, was Bibi so drauf hat. Bibi, Summer Bibi! Machen wir platt!
名状しがたきレイトショードロドロの恐怖をあなたに
さてカウンティングオーバー
運命をかけた戦いであれば早炊きですカルウェラサードアイ海岸標本残酷に邪神的にです残酷に邪神的にです
さてカウンティングオーバー
早炊きですカルウェラ
Zack, hier. Oh, Legacy.
笑わせない惨めですね
Let's
こっ
see.
ちこっ
Und
ち
zack. Mal gucken.
乙女の秘密見ちゃいます
Wie Chaimasu.
ちょっと美味しそうなのでクークーお腹が鳴っちゃいました小さいですね
Overkill, ja. Da gibt's was
先に
besorgt.
進みましょう宴
Easy.
会は大勝利の後に取っておきます
Daishori, aber sowas von. Thanksgiving Main Quest, yes. Ah, Bibi rennt auf. MP5, Alter. Bum bum bum. Dun 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 dun. You fell from a decoy. Fuma Missiles. Eigentlich war es mal Bibi, aber ey. Mir drückt mein Auge zu. A mass of black blades. Master. What? Ich hab die noch. Ey, ich hab die so fertig gemacht, Mann. This is nothing, alright. Four spider monsters try this for one size. Evil Wind Death Storm. Oh, tschüss. Are you alright, Master? Are you okay, Danzo? Oh no, this is not a problem. Oh God, sei Dank, Alter. As you can see, my self-repair functions remain intact. I'll be fine. There's nothing to worry about since my spirit core remains undamaged. Rest assured, I'm not about to fall now. If Lady Marsh and Lord Kotaro are not here, then it falls to me to keep you just as safe as they would. Thank goodness, I'm glad you are right. Wow, Danzo, you're amazing! Yeah, that's pretty good. All that aside, these creatures we are encountering were truly terrifying opponents. I do not have many records of these large spider creatures in my database, nor do I remember seeing them myself during the Age of War. It is as though they are demonic beasts straight from the Age of Gods. Or at least that is the closest thing they remind me of from the many opponents I fought in the simulator. I can believe those things are just a fact of life in here in Period J-Ping. Yeah. Agreed. Lady Da Vinci has told me that Japan was home to many ancient mystics. Even during the Age of War I remember seeing an Oni and monsters. But even so, I never would have expected such ferocious beasts to be running around the city only a few hundred years earlier. If this is an indication of the current state of affairs, this land may be far more nightmarish than we had dared imagine. Truth be told, I'm still reeling from the shock. Nightmarish land, huh? Indeed, I only hope we can win one over to our side soon. Such an ally would be greater boon. But on the chance they prove foe rather than friend, I will do whatever I must to protect Master, even if it should cost me my life. Danzo? Never mind, it's not important. No matter the opponents we face, my duty remains the same. I must keep Master safe, that's all that matters. Ich muss auf jeden Fall probieren, ob ich nur... Reward, Progress! Aber wir machen erstmal weiter. Oh, was haben wir hier? Nicht wichtig, wir machen's platt! Eigentlich. Genau, doch, hier. Oh, die hat die schon 90! Und auf 999, ey. Das Schöne. Was hier kommen. Alles nicht so wichtig. Wir machen die mit immer platt, hab ich gehört. Überhaupt fertig. Alright, Master, I've recorded all the information I can about the creatures we faced earlier. While they do use a skill similar in nature to present concealment, it's more akin to camouflage than a true concealment employed by an assassin. So as long as I make full use of my sensors, I should be able to boost my detection rate by a far greater degree than usual. Bing. Fuma scan, Karakuri style. Yeah, those creatures will no longer take us by surprise. You can tell I'm in good hands. Thank you, Master. At any rate, there you have it. If any more spiders should try to approach us, I will know about it. That said, Master, if we are somewhere in an old capital and this place is truly as deserted as it appears, then we should make haste to leave before any other deadly creatures show their faces. Got it. Then come this way. Whoop. Master, forgive me for speaking to you from out of sight. I have detected a new creature not far ahead. But worry not, I shall deal with it. In the meantime, please go around the creature and make your way towards the nearby road and give the creature the slip once you have made it there. If you are lucky, there may even be an officer or two out on patrol. Alright, I shall see you later. Wait! Yes, Master? It's risky to fight alone, we're better off sticking together. But Master, that would be put you in... Right, understood. Forgive me, Master. I should have known better. It is just the kind of person you are, isn't it? Very well then, I will gladly fight by your side. Feel a twinge of shame using a more underhanded shinobi techniques in front of one so noble as you. But if that's the price I must pay for a fight by your side, then so be it. Your blood! Here it comes, get ready! Understood. Hab beide im Game drinne, die Waffe und ein Skin sind... Was? Wenn du das Game startest, werden die halt am Anfang halt geladen. Da siehst du halt bei Mods, dass das schön kreiselt. Anatani. Und ja, das kreiselt dann fleißig und wenn das halt durch ist, sind die Mods geladen. Du kannst ja selber auch nochmal am Ende reingucken. Wie sieht die aus? Ja, mit Masken auf. So. Dann gucken wir mal. Cast a cutting crater! Ja, ohne Buffs halt. Und tschüss! Oder doch nicht. Naru-naru-beam! Otto! Warte mal, ich krieg die Runde noch nicht ganz tot, hä? Oh, wer schreibt mich an? Schau mich nicht an, Buddy, Alter! Oh, schön, dass du reinschaust. Alles gut bei dir? Wie geht's dir? Wie steht's dir? Natürlich frisst Caster allein. Natürlich frisst Caster natürlich meine Sterne, ne? Und Buddy, alles gut bei dir? So, alles danke! Run Avalon! Psycho desu! Ah. Oh, ist schon Turn lol, ist schon Turn vor, lol, okay. Hab ich grad Toter verpeilt. Da geil, das geht doch.
Okay.
Okay, muss eigentlich reichen, oder? Yes. Und tschüss. Sehr schön. Oh, letzte Runde. Der dunkle Priester, Mann. Gott. 10, wow, wir haben nur 10. Mit 10 sind Kunststerne. Bam, bam, also denkt das. Nein! Oh, Schwein gehabt, hab mich doch nicht verklickt. Ich hab jetzt gedacht, ich hab mich gerade verklickt. Des? Relax.
君に全チップをかけよう。頼むぞ。
頼むぞ。Crit bringt's nicht, hä? Nee. Der war platt. Cast a cutting crater. Ach. Und tschüss. Naru-naru-beam.
つまらない。
つまらない。
惨めな虫けらのコレクションが増えただけでした。
Nur ein Insekt mehr, hä? Oh, Spiegel. Spiegel sind auch, brauchen wir auch noch. Definitiv für irgendwen. Bam, bam, bam. Platsch. It's over. Take this. Bah. Ja, das war mal ein 4. You know, I think I've seen something like that thing before. You have? While I have no recollection of the events of Shimosa myself, I viewed them in Chaldea's database. That creature we just faced does bear a great resemblance to those dark armored warriors from them. I can't be certain, but I bet Limbo's involved here. Yeah, 100%ig. Yes, Master. I was just thinking the same thing. Und Paddy, weißt du, der schreibt mich an und danach lässt das wieder schweigen, ey, die Sau. Oh. But never mind that now. For the moment, we need to get to the road as soon as possible. I have a bad feeling about this. Well, more exactly, my AQ circuits are picking up a feint. I knew this matched one of my records. This manner of camouflage involves manipulating the very earth itself, Master. Another giant spider? Ow. No! How could I be so careless? Danzo! She's injured and I'll stop to stop me from getting hurt. Please run for it, Master. I hold it off. Ja, genau, das war so klar, das war so klar. You must make it to the road quickly. Der Paddy hat keinen Bock heute zu schreiben, kann das sein? Der Paddy schleicht sich auch genauso an wie das fette Vieh hier gerade. But what about you? Ja, hier. Master, no! Alter, ab 5 drinne, musste. Ach ja, 5 drinne jetzt. Hier in the Nightmarish Realm of Heian-Kyo. Jo, du musst halt schauen, dass halt nicht rot sind, weil wenn die rot sind, überschneiden die sich, was auch skin-technisch oder soundtechnisch angeht, ne? Da musst du halt gucken. Deswegen am besten von jeder Art nur eine. Would not be a great to a helpless young woman defending a companion to be eaten alive by a vicious monster. Especially here in the far outskirts of Kyo, where great spiders known as Tsuchigumo prowl the land. These horrific beasts are truly the embodiment of all that's gruesome and wicked, of the cries of creatures that do not follow the rule of the Emperor. Indeed, any ordinary person facing one of these creatures could easily expect to meet a swift and horrible end shredded and overdevored all at once. Ja, das merke ich schon, Paddy. Oder das ist so, nee, das war der Tobi, der das gesagt hat. Aber das kennen wir doch nicht anders. Der liebe Paddy, ja? Danke, du. What if, while that person was under attack, a Genji warrior to pass by? Well, touchy-wielding man. I'm impressed you didn't abandon your companion to try and save your own skin. Not bad at all. Ach, der Typ. Still, you have rotten luck crossing paths with Tsuchigumo. Are you the child of one of the nearby warrior families? Or perhaps a relative of some court noble? Stay back, it's not safe to face this creature alone. Please seek help. Help? You want me to call for help? Me ask for help? That's the funniest thing I've heard in ages. Why are you still standing around? Run! That's enough out of you, Spider. Zack und tschüss. Ein Klotsch, Alter. Did you just cut it in two? But my sensors didn't even see him move. Ayaya! Please tell us, who are you? Ja, komm. Oh ne, es ist down gegangen, deswegen. Klack! So as terrifying as the Tsuchigumo must be for you, you still face it rather than collapsing in fear. And above all, your eyes still shine with life. You dress in a manner unlike anyone else from this land, whose supplies look as if they are not of this world. And the two of you clearly share a strong bond. I think I can even sense an unusual type of magical energy from you both. Yes, there's no mistaking it. You are a servant and a master, are you not? Huh? Who are you? You wish to know my name? Very well, I can tell you that much. I'm the head of Raiku's 4 Heavenly Kings, guardians of the capital, and the warrior of Genji entrusted with our most prized sword, the Higekiri. Escorting Special Agent Watanabe no Tsuna. Tsuna! Nicht zu verwechseln mit Tsunade von Naruto. Oh, was gibt's jetzt? Ordentlich! Gibi! Warte mal.
マスターレースを使い分けてこそ激戦の慣れた頃ほど油断しやすいもの受け取り忘れにはご注意
Dann war's das schon. 5 Fälle bist du nur noch. Ja, komm. Und Starto! Kleinvieh macht auch Mist, ey. Heian Warrior, Akt 2. I'm the head of Raiku's 4 Heavenly Kings, guardians of the capital. I'm the warrior of Genji, entrusted with our most prized sword, the Higekiri. Escorting Special Agent Watanabe no Tsuna. Watanabe no Tsuna? Das gleich, ich würde nicht Kinto hier sofort so erwähnen. Watanabe no Tsuna, like Lord Kinto. Ach, ja, he's one of the Raiku's 4 Heavenly Kings. That means he's one of the strongest warriors in the Heian period, Imperial Slayer of Beasts. Question now is he friend or foe? He may have slain the beast that was threatening our lives, but something inside me, something that is not part of my circuit, is screaming at me to not let down my guard. I cannot ignore this feeling. I must prepare for a fight at a moment's notice to keep Master safe. Caster. Mit dir wieder! Yes, Lord Tsuna. Mit dir? You were right, Master. We are facing a servant, I am certain of it. I see, well, that's a cruel twist of fate. Forgive me, foreign girl, despite having just saved your life. I know I have no choice but to take it, in accordance with the rules of the Imperial Holy Grail War. For Lord Fujiwara no Michanaga's word is absolute, dictated from the heavens themselves. Fujiwara no Michanaga? What? Now face me, Caster! Caster? Master, get by me now! Well, well, well. So you have chosen to get between me and my target. Your peculiar motions are surprisingly quick. Good. Sword strokes are too fast for me to follow. And what's more, they are frighteningly strong. I can feel my limbs groaning under the strain. Even as a servant, I'm no match for his mastery of the blade. So this is the head of Raiku's 4 Heavenly Kings. Geht ja gut los, hä? But why would one of the 4 Heavenly Kings attack us? Why is the servant accompanying him? I don't know, but right now with neither Lady Marsh nor Lord Kotaru here to help. It falls to me to keep Master safe, no matter what. Geht los! Der kriegt gleich Bibi. Gleich richtig die dicke Faust von Bibi in die Fresse. Endurance Battle. Hab ich mir schon gedacht. Aushalten. Oh Gott. Aber wenn es Endurance ist, dann... Sicher ist sicher. Werde ich wahrscheinlich keinen Schaden machen. Schieß wie du willst. So. Muss auf jeden Fall, wenn es Endurance ist, muss ich halt auf Castorian setzen. Und wegfallen mit der Aufladung. Curse the Captain Creator! Gotchi! Das war ja mal fett. kriegt mir ein bisschen heftig, hä? Aber das krieg ich so oder so nicht voll. Dann nochmal so.
熱を帯びなさいマルミアドワーズ私の触手は残忍ですよ
Nein, Quatsch. Ja.
私の触手は残忍ですよ
So, zack,
ハッ
zack.
ピーエンドの話をしよう。
従いますけど
Und Anfang hoch sein, würde ich mal sagen, ey.
そこは壁もなく城もなく踏み空ない始まりの空。
Castle.
魂のありかを見せようか。
Garden of Avalon. Ich wollte gerade deswegen auch immer Castle sagen. Hinterfragt's nicht, Junge.
飼育箱に入れてあげる
Dann,
さあ哀れに逃げ惑いなさい
dann,
カーストカッティングクレーター
Und zack.
惨めすぎてお
Ah,
話
das
に
hat
な
schon
りま
ordentlich
す
weh, ey. Oh mein Gott. Oh, Boden. Zähne gebrochen.
いい鳴き声最高です
Was machen sie jetzt? Ach nee, das war's schon. Ich musste die nur brechen. Lol. Das war ja easy. Easy, Mann. Einfach. Oh, und ich hatte jetzt schon Angst, dass es jetzt schon stressig wird. Ich weiß noch, wie manche Kämpfe von vorher aussahen. Oh, 0. Manche Kämpfe sind dann echt stressig gewesen, soweit ich mich erinnern kann. Dann so. I'm alright. Please be careful, Utsuna. There's no telling what sort of tricks the servant may have up their sleeves. Thank you, Caster. Let us hide. Assume you were a warrior from a far-off land I know nothing about, yet you are surprisingly weak. Or are you merely holding back so as not to kill or injure me? Ah, if that's the case, then you mustn't take me for a fool. He's so strong. Even as a servant, I cannot see a way to defeat him. Despite being a flesh and blood human with a servant of its own at his command, he has still chosen to fight this battle almost entirely on his own. Even though the heroic spirit accompanying him could easily block all manners of non-mystic physical attacks, he relies on her for nothing but to support. So this is how a Heian warrior fights. We have no reason to fight you, but you do not seem to feel the same. Don't be ridiculous, as master, there's but one path open to us. As pure Lord Vtuber's decree, the city of Kyo is now the field upon which we must do battle. There's nothing wrong to say. Yes, or he truly means to kill us. There does not seem to be anything I can say that would stop him, which means there's only one option left, though it will not be an easy one. Here I come. If you hope to see another day, we will just have to run for it. Forgive me. Master. Captain, so, jetzt hier. Come on. Und tschüss. Die Flucht da vorne. Master, over here. The smoke may be poisonous. Hold on. I'm going to cast a spell that will neutralize it and let you breathe more easily. Don't bother. This is only an ordinary smoke screen, not a poisonous one. Not sooner, stop it, it's not safe. Don't you get it, Caster? The warrior was clearly trying to keep the girl safe. She could not possibly do that if the gas was poisonous. From the sound of it, they have already covered a great deal of ground. Shall we go after them? Of course, come on, let's go. Boah, geht's gleich weiter. Shichijo Nibyo. Ah, mal sehen, was dann in der hübschen Kiste gibt. Kiste, Kiste, Kiste. Loot, Loot, Loot. My apologies, Master, but it's an emergency. I hope you can forgive me for carrying you in my arms while we make our escape. Ordinarily, I would do so by leaping great distance rather than running. But I'm afraid my body is still not functioning at optimum levels. Danzo, your injury! Do not worry about me. A few scratches like this are not... Nicht gut. Uh-oh. I'm sorry, it seems my long distance running and 1,000 leaper second traverse mechanisms were more damaged than I realized. Suppose I should have expected no less from famed Watanabe no Tsuna. Here, dann so lean on me. Let's try to put as much distance between us and us as we can. Alright, Master. Thank you. Master? It won't be long before Lord Watanabe no Tsuna catches up with us. When he does, I want you to let me make amends for this horrific failure. I will do whatever it takes to delay him and give you an opportunity to escape, even if it should cost me my life. So I want you to hold onto my right hand. Its mechanism may be silent now, but it contains a communication device with greater range and fidelity than yours. If you use it to contact Chaldea, I'm not leaving you behind. Master, it's too early to give up. Master. Hey, you two, got a moment? What? So, I had a little too much to drink tonight, so I decided to take a walk, get some night air. And the next thing I know, I wake up sprawled out in some back alley. So then I heard you two whispering, and the lady has sounded real worried about something. Maybe not on the verge of tears or anything, but whatever's on your mind, lady, it seems pretty serious. You're in trouble or something? Yeah, maybe you are, maybe you're not. Not gonna lie, I can be pretty dense. So if you don't want to deal with that, just let me know and I'll get out of here, yeah. But if I ain't gonna all mix up. Ja, ich hab's gewusst, geht's okay! Go that you really do need help. All you gotta do is ask! Yes, Kentucky man! And what I hope to and bail you out. Whatever it's that bothering you, take care of it. Sure ain't about to make injured villager fend for themselves. So how about it? You two on the run from monsters or bandits or something? Where's your house? Is it close by? Golden hair! Are you perhaps golden? It's golden time! Huh? What are you talking about? Golden? Golden? Nah, that ain't right. What is it? Golden? That's it. I like the sound of that. Something about that word just sounds, yeah, awesome. Golden, I love it! Wait, oh man, I didn't realize how badly injured you were. What happened to you guys? You run into Tsushiguma or something? Well, close. Tsushiguma did attack them, but it's not what inflicted those wounds. I did just graze with Hikiri. Watanabe no Tsuna. Curse, you already caught up to us. Huh. So that's how it is. Interesting. Kentucky. Move aside, you're in my way. My business here is with the woman and girl, not you. That right? Kentucky. I don't know if you know this, brother Tsuna, but it's the middle of the night. And now I couldn't live with myself if I didn't make sure these two got home safe, so that's just what I was about to do. Whatever business you got with them can wait. Got it? But Kentucky, he really doesn't mean to protect us, even though we have yet to tell him a single thing about ourselves. He made his decision as an instant, without any hesitation. So this is Lord Sakata Kentucky of Ashigara, one of Raiku's 4 heavenly kings. Stand down, Kentucky. I would prefer to avoid anything that might cause Lady Raikou grief. Ha! Big talk, even for the head of the 4 heavenly kings. Kentucky. You know, I got nothing but respect for you, brother Tsuna, but that doesn't mean anything you says go. Now why don't you fill me in, cause I don't get it. Granted, since I came down from Mount Ashigara, there's been a whole lot of things that were clear as mud to me. But no matter how hard I try, can't understand why the undisputed strongest Teian warrior would be gone after women and children! I shouldn't even have to be telling you this, brother Tsuna. But we are supposed to keep women and children safe, not cut off their heads. I see, you do make a good point. However, neither of them is young enough that I would call them children. That really what you think, brother Tsuna? Cause it sure don't look that way to me. Hell, that girl with the red hair is definitely still just a kid. Most kids their age probably be bawling their eyes out if they were lost in the middle of the night. But not this kid. She's been holding back her tears and refusing to give in to her fears as she looks for a way home. She might be lost, but she still got guts. At least that's the feeling I get from her. How about you, brother? You sure don't feel the same? I'm glad to see nothing ever gets you down, Kentucky. But the Imperial Holy Grail War requires that I do this, not stand aside. The Grail War... No. I said stand back. And I said no! Then you leave me no choice. Bring it on, you bastard! Jetzt geht's los. Wupp, wupp, wupp. Aber die brauchen wir eh nicht. Würde ich einfach mal so behaupten. Wir lassen mal den Kentucky noch hinten. Wir lieben Kentucky! Mal gucken. Der war auf jeden Fall die Saber-Klasse. Yep.
さてギャンブルだ。得意だけどまずは様子見といこ
Auf jeden Fall kriegt er einen Damage Buff.
う。リラックス。
Relax! Was haben wir hier noch alles? Bum, 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 bum.
ま、
Sehr geil, das geht doch.
圧倒します。こっちこっ
So, die
切り込む。
ち輝きを
Also, 3000! Die Ratte, die heizt sich hoch. Das Schlimme ist, ich darf auf jeden Fall nicht ulten. Nee, nicht, zumindest noch nicht.
サードアイ
Third
海
Eye.
岸標本にしてあげるわ。黄昏の時を再び笑わせないでくれます？
Das sag ich auch mal.
違法の国、時の終わり。
Das Ende der
慣れ
Zeit.
た剣は彼の手に。明言なる勝利を刻め。
Rondo Fernando!
こっちこっち。
So, nächste Runde kriegt die Leistung immer auch nicht weg. Sure Hit, hä? Nicht, dass was ausmachen würde, hä? Oh. Oh, genau. Und jetzt geht's los.
残酷に邪神的にです。
Des
残酷に
22,
邪
jo.
神的にです。
Damit krieg ich
早
hoffentlich.
掛けです。カルウェル。早掛けです。カルウェル。
So, hier.
運命をかけた戦いであれば。
さてカウンティ
Counting
ングオーバー。
over.
最高のカード。
80%, ey. 80 und 100. Ah, das wird, das wird. Ja.
困ったアリさんたち。みま。
Friss!
従い
Junge,
ますけ
friss!
ど。
Guten
乙
Hunger!
女の秘密見ちゃいます？
Mittelmassen?
ちょっと美味しそうなのでクークーお腹が鳴っちゃいました。
小さいですね。
こっちこっち。
Ah, wie gefällt dir das, hä? Typ! Oh, fast noch wieder voll, der Ulti.
お待ちかねの
Ja, den Ulti. Ach, Sakura. Diesmal Sakura.
首を跳ねるぞ。
Oha. Ah, ein Knochenschild war da drauf.
甘い。
Au! Okay. Oh, was? Oh. Was hat er für eine MP? Das gefällt mir jetzt nicht so. Oder? Ah, scheiße. Trifft der alle? Na, mal gucken.
楽園の端にようこそ。
Oh Gott. Es kann ja nur nach hinten losgehen. Aber wir haben Kentucky noch in der Hand. Wir haben
そ
Kentucky
こ
noch
は
in der
壁も
Hand.
なく城もなく国すらない始まりの空。
Ich habe nämlich keine Ahnung, was das für ein MP hat. Hat der Single Target oder trifft der
ガーデン・オ
alle?
ブ・アバロン。
Ich habe null Plan. Wie ist das so weh? Ja, das gefällt dir nicht, hä? Oh, bitte. Lass es Single Target sein. Lass es Single Target sein.
混合し大
Heiko
混合
gegen ihn.
下自死内自死下爆内爆
Okay, it's a single.
日輪怨行大江山菩提鬼殺
私が何をしたというんだい
Was hat der Merlin dir getan, Mann?
夢の世界にひとまず退散
Klack, klack. Ja, kannst du schreien, wie du willst. Ah, Skitogi, let's go. Mal, mach das Girling Quiz hier in meine eigenen. Ja, guck mal hier.
さてと
Hahaha, das nehme ich doch mal. Das nehme ich.
入れか
Das ist bestimmt heilen. Die Buff. Ja, heilen brauchen wir gerade nicht.
ニャルシタ
弾けるぜ
Let's go.
落ち
Den machen wir platt, wenn er es überlebt. Dann kommt Kintikoi noch hinterher.
残酷に落としてあげるこれが
Alles berechnet, alles berechnet. Kein
肥
Zufall.
大したエゴの末路カース
Kaste
トカッティ
Cutting
ングクレイター
Crater.
思い知りました
Weg damit. Oh, der ist schon tot.
逃げる
Wie
悪
viel
くも
dazu, ey? Oh, da kommt noch mehr. 95? Was, 95?
先に進みましょう
Ich wollte schon sagen, Mann.
宴会は大勝利の後に取っておきます
Ich hab grad die Zahl gesehen. Das 95 wäre nicht witzig. Bam, bam, dun, dun, dun. Dun, dun. Never mind the Shikigami Skeletons caster. They're only getting in my way. Oh, Gott sei Dank. They're Dragon Tooth Warriors. But anyway, if I do that, don't bother. They won't be of any help against Kintoki. Ha! Butches! Ha, well that's something. Never would a top alone wolf like you send a bunch of skeletons to do this dirty work. Not that they're gonna be much or help against. Whoa! Ha! That was close. Well, not so much as scratch even after taking a direct blow from Higigiri. I knew you had talent. Ah! Damn! I can see why Lord Kintoki was one of Raiku's 5 new kings. Him up against a warrior as strong as Lord Tsuna, he refused to back down. However, Lord Tsuna is still fun though it is to spar with you, Kintoki. I am not about to spend all night needlessly fighting one of my fellow 5 kings, especially since you are not the master yourself. Ha! Ugh! Since there are 2 casters present here, need bring back only one head as proof. Lord Tsuna's sights are not set on Lord Kintoki. And they are not currently set on me either. So then he must be after Master? Oh crap! Then so change into your spirit form! Understood. What? Oh. Did she just disappear? No, it's not that. The girl told her to use the spirit form, which means must mean... Casa! Yes, Lord Tsuna, she's definitely a servant. So you meant the puppet rather than the girl? I see. So I have not been tricked so much as I was simply ignorant. I'm so sorry, I should have been more specific. You're right, the servant signal came from the woman with the long black hair who just vanished. Not that girl with the red hair. I see. Also, while we're on the subject, I don't think the woman is a caster. Given the way she carried herself, I would bet she's an assassin. What? You mean there are other kinds of servants beside caster? Ja! Lern mal, Alter. Lord Tsuna. No, it's alright. I shouldn't have been so quick to jump to conclusion. But I just assumed this girl here was a caster based on the highly unusual clothing. The fact that I saw her use some form of sorcery. It just goes to show I too have much to learn. Yep, let me also. Kintoki. I don't get it. How the hell did that injured lady disappear like that? Oh, sorry brother. What's up? Since there do not seem to be any casters here whose heads I can take, I will step aside for now. Go ahead and take that girl wherever you like. But know this. The next time we meet, I will have you show me your left hand. And if by chance I should happen to see those glowing red marks upon it. Yeah, what are you gonna do, brother? Put you to the sword, of course. Ah, so you're finally gonna come at me without holding anything back, huh? Well, that is something. In that case, brother Tsuna, I can't wait to see what you've got. Let's go, caster. Right. Der Typ ist so einfach los. Phew. He's gone, alright? He sure is. I knew it. Man, that's going up against Tsuna crazy skills, even if he was holding back. But you guys did that and managed to make it out, not just with your head still attached, with all your limbs too. That's the sort of thing people would be talking about for ages. If they'd seen it. You ought to be proud. Thanks for saving us. You're bad. Kentucky's good. Don't worry about it. You were like one of those morphing heroes. Morph? Ah, where'd you come from? Man, so you can just disappear and reappear out of nowhere, huh? What Lady Moto here is trying to say, Lord Kintoki, is that you are a good person who always tries to do the right thing. Oh, so who always tries to do the right thing, huh? Ach, mit Morphing meint er bestimmt die Power Rangers, hä? Power Rangers reference! Me, you think? Because I don't get any idea what's right and what's wrong. Hell, if you do, I'd love if you told me. As far as I'm concerned, I was just helping out a kid who lost her way. I wasn't thinking about any deeper than that. Man, see, life is complicated, huh? Especially now, what with the Imperial Holy Grail war going on. Ja, da frage ich mich, was auch los ist hier. Ja, mit dem Seequarz. Das brauche ich doch viel später. Und? Kiste. Hey, and we're at... Oh. Bling. Klamotte. Neue Klamotte. Oh. Natürlich kostet das keine Ausdauer, Mann. Das war ja so klar. Keine Ausdauer verballern. So. Dann gucken wir mal, was steht jetzt an. Bam, bam, bam. Bam, bam, dann. His backstory? Chant like this comes but once in a lifetime. It's an astounding ritual devised by the great Lord Abanosemius without oh god, in all of history. It's nicht Seme, its name of the Imperial Holy Grail war. By your grace, Ufudivana no Michinaga, Minister of the Left, with my own Omniu techniques. In the assistance of Omniu Bureau, this ritual can begin today. 7 caster spirits will be summoned here from distant lands, where 7 of our fair city fiercest warriors shall be chosen as the caster's master. All you have to do, Lord Fujiwara Michinaga, is promise the servant and master pair to emerge victorious, will be showered with riches and grant by any wish their hearts desire. The 7 teams will fight without restraint or hesitation. And that's not even the best part. By sacrificing the castle's lives, the city of Kyo's defenses will be strengthened 100-fold, leading to 1,000 years of peace and prosperity. Truly astounding feat, truly a miraculous prospect. This is alright here in Lord Semis' letter. As I said before, O Minister of the Left, a chance like this comes but once in a lifetime. I see. You say the only lives that will be sacrificed will be these casters from foreign lands? Indeed. The idea of sacrificing the lives of the capital's guardians for a mere ritual would be the height of folly. But if only the lives of distant foreigners are at stake, there is no matter for concern at all. Alter, wie sieht der Typ aus, ne? In the case the Imperial Holy Grail war, must begin at once. Considers the word of the Emperor himself. My Heian-Kyo will be known for generations as a 1,000-year capital. Oh god, Alter. And that is what happened just a few days ago. It said Fujiwara no Michinaga appeared to be in a cruelly high spirits. Alter, der Typ, Mann. Holy Grail War? That's what I heard. Wait, you know what a Holy Grail War is? I should have known. Why's that? I'm afraid I do not understand either, but at least Lord Kintoki seems convinced. Oh, so your wounds are closed up already, that's amazing! I simply use my self-repair functions, of course. Master's healing spells were a great help as well. You're still not 100% tough, are ya? Try to take it easy for a while, you hear? Right, thank you. No, where was I? Oh yeah, the Imperial Holy Grail War. It's been about 7 days or so since the Imperial Palace started this ritual thing in secret. So far 2 of the 7 heroic spirits summoned here have been killed. Not only that, their masters were the other 2 members of the 4 Heavenly Kings. You mean Gatekeeper Usui Sadamitsu and Inspector Urabe no Suetake? Yeah, we really know your stuff, don't you? Yep, it was Brother Usui and Uncle Urabe. Anyway, not only did they lose their heroic spirits, they got pretty banged up themselves. The doc said they'll be fine, but they'll need some Arium or hot spring therapy for a while. Anyway, the master who managed to kill those 2 heroic spirits was Brother Tsuna. Batano Tsuna. That's right. Tsuna's about as strong as they come. Even our boss Lady Raikou, the current leader of the Genji, said he was the single most powerful warrior in the entire human world. Because that hasn't stopped him from claiming the only opponents he's comfortable with are monsters and such. Most powerful warrior in the human world. Things might be a little different when you start including non-humans, but even so, there's a reason Raikou said that. I mean, you saw him for yourselves, right? Yes. That we did. The way things are going now, Tsuna's the clear favorite to win the whole Imperial Holy Grail War. Master. I know. I agree, after all. While it could be that this Imperial Holy Grail War is simply a variant of this traditional Holy Grail War, it is odd that there was no mentioning whatsoever of the Holy Grail in question. It is far too big an error to merely be oversight. So the much more likely explanation is that this is Limbo's trap. Limbo? What's that? Oh yes, allow me to explain. Cast of Limbo, also known as the alter ego Limbo, is an irredeemable evil monk that... Backstory time! Flashback! Now I gotcha. And you 2 are trying to nail this creep to the wall, huh? Yeah, that's right. You suspect Limbo's true name is Ashir Doman, the Omnyuji. You don't say. The details of Doman's death have never been made clear in human history. So it's entirely possible that he could still be alive in 2008, the 5th year of Kanko. We do not yet know what connection, if any, Limbo may have to living, breathing Doman with Guerrero itself. Would be almost certainly be his work, no? But it wasn't the whole thing Abano Seme's idea? Ja, das war wohl bestimmt ausgetauscht. Yeah, that's right. Lord Seme is the guy who originally came up with this Imperial Holy Grail War thing. But there's some room for doubt on that. Is there now? In our circle, it's generally believed that Lord Seme passed away in the 2nd year of Kanku, but... Ha! Is that so? Yeah, Lord Seme might look young, but he's actually pretty old. There's been rumors for a long time that he's actually the 2nd or even the 3rd to bear the name. To surprise me at all if he got passed down to the future generations. But anyway, I think it was about a month ago when Lord Seme disappeared to who knows where. We only learned about his Imperial Holy Grail War from a letter he sent. That does sound suspicious. Right. Boss, where I can try to tell the minister of the left that you shouldn't be so quick to trust something you know nothing about. But that rat bastard, I mean his Imperial Magus Rat, Ja, das sieht wirklich aus wie eine Ratte, ey. Just lost and said a few foreign casters lives where a small price to pay for 1,000 years of peace. And that ain't all. The guy who's basically running the whole Omnibrio in Lord Samus' absence is Lord Asher Doman. Ah, that's very suspicious. Yeah, I think so too. Yeah, part of that's cause of what you told me about this limo guy, but it's also cause, well, Lord Doman's always been something of a Shima. Though I guess you could say that the same about the Minister of the Left and Lord Seme too. I see. Sure, a lot of Shimas here, it sounds like. Anyway. Well, of course, I know the city is a hotbed of all the worst kind of stuff, conspiracies, assassinations, curses, you name it. Sure, we ain't never had anything as outright crazy as this Imperial Holy Grail war before, but I've heard stories about plenty of other kinds of spells, good and bad alike. Good people, evil people, they all die by the scarred load here. Take just a few steps off the main roads, you're about to guaranteed to run into monsters. Or Oni, Tsuchigumo. And then there's all the Mainers and Banlu rebels out in Azuma province who don't give a flying fig about Kyo's authority. So yeah, let's just say that us Heian warriors have got our work cut out for us. Trust me, the city's way scarier than anything I saw in the mountains where I grew up. Hört sich ja nicht so gut an, ne? That might be what this all boils down to, really. The whole reason the Minister of the Left decided to pin all his hopes on this Imperial Holy Grail war to provide Q with 1,000 years of peace. Might because there ain't no other chance at peace otherwise. A wish, huh? I guess one thing all the masters taking part in this Imperial Holy Grail war have in common is that they all got some kind of wish they wanted granted. Lord Kentucky, why did you put down your axe? What are you doing with your glove? Kentucky, your hand! Command spells? Yep. Oh yeah, that's what these glowing red marks are called, ain't it? Yep, as it turns out, I'm actually one of the Imperial Holy Grail War Masters myself. Ah, do you know what I'm thinking? I'm thinking you will just be my servant, Imoto. Jetzt geht's. Sind die Rollen verdreht heute, oder was? Jetzt geht's los. Die Rollen verdreht und kostet wieder. Kostet wieder nichts. Die Schweinerei. Was ist denn das für ein Geräusch, Mann? Schmodder und Schlodder. Ah, how pleasant. Alright, pleasant indeed to have one's plan go so swimmingly. A ritual that could not possibly exist in any particular version of human history. Impossible Imperial Holy Grail War. Indeed, this represents the culmination of all the independent research I conducted as a disciple of the foreign god. So I do so hope you enjoy this pseudo-parallel world I have created, including all the many personal touches I have added to better suit my taste. My dear Chaldeans, when all is said and done, the last loss shall be mine. So please do enjoy what I have in store for you, right to the very end. Der Doman, Alter. Der Doman, der könnte ins Klo, Mann. Okay, war kurz noch. Wir dürfen uns wieder prügeln. Wir bleiben mal bei Kentucky. Let's fight, do! Oh. Gotcha. Guess I had it all wrong then. I wish I knew what to say. Don't worry about it. It's my fault for getting my own hopes up. I mean, it's still disappointing, but I get over it. You're not a servant after all, huh? Instead, the servant, this lady, and she's more of a scout than a spellcaster. I don't get it. You do not? Oh, wait! Ibaraki Toshi. I suppose I just assumed you understood the situation based on what Lord Tsuna said earlier. Oh. So that's why Tsuna let you guys go. I thought it was weird for him to give up on a target like that. No, I gotcha. It's all cause you ran the quarry he was looking for in the first place. Yeah, that explains a lot. Alright, hang on. If you two don't have anything to do with the Imperial Holy Grail War, then what in the world are you? Yeah. Alright, the pruning theoretical phenomenon, Lostbelts, way shifting and singularities, huh? And basically you guys are guests from way in the future, like tomorroow's tomorrow. Ja, so ziemlich. Well, a long ways past that, really. Man, this stuff's hard to wrap your head around. But that's okay, I believe you. As far as I can tell, you guys ain't the lion type. Besides, looks like we are still right about something. You're lost, aren't you? True, we are. Kentucky. So you're looking for a way to get home, and you wanna find your friends you got separate from, huh? Now we are talking. Don't worry, I'll have you back home in a flash. Well, I guess it might not be that easy, but the point is, don't worry. Whatever it takes to get you back to this Chaldean place, I figured out. I get you home safe and sound, you have my word. Of course, it goes for you too, servant lady. Thank you for your help. I'm deeply grateful for your kindness. Don't worry about it. Everyone needs the help sometimes, right? Besides, it's not like I've got anywhere to go either. What do you mean? You are one of the Raiku's 4 heavenly kings, are you not? And during this time period, Lady Minamoto no Raikou was charged by the minister of the left Rivano Michinaga with the task of keeping the city of Kyo safe. So as one of the most prized retainers, surely you must also have a house or two of your own. So perhaps Lady Raikou has put you up in your own house? Well, how can I put this? It's complicated. Yeah, I'm a part of Genji clan, one of the 4 heaven kings. But I've got my reasons for wanting to keep my distance from Raikou right now. Basically, I guess you could say I cannot run away. Well, nothing we can do in that case. I'm glad you understand. Sorry about that. I wish I had a place you could stay. But the only places that put you up on my say-so are ones with ties to the Genji clan. Which means Brother Tsuna could show up there at any time, so that obviously ain't gonna work. I've been staying out his way alright for the past few days, but now that he said he's gonna take a look at my hand the next time he sees me, well, I'm sorry, it's all my fault. Hey, know what you're apologizing for? You were in the bind, so I helped you, nothing else to do. These commands with marks on my hand ain't got nothing to do with you. I can't accept it, I need to make it. Oh, I owe you for helping me, I have to pay you back. Yeah, that's besser. So that's how it is, huh? I like it. Alright, then you officially owe me a favor. You know, I'm okay with that kind of hard-headedness. Hell, I even find it endearing. Good thing too, since I'm pretty hard-headed myself. Huh? An ox-drawn carriage at this hour? Must be some cardinal on their way back home from poetry reading or something. Come on, you two, over this way so you don't get in their way. Right. Sicher? Huh? Dogs can't just stop in front of us, what? Well, now this is a surprise. Oh, do tell me what a tall, handsome man, a young girl in strange clothing, beautiful black-haired woman are doing out here in the dead of night. Are you perhaps looking for a place to stay? Oh god. Oh, thank you for your concern, Miss Noble, but you don't have to worry about us. We are part of the Genji clan, keeping Kyo safe at night is our duty. I see, the Genji clan, is it? Why so formal, Kaido Maru? Come on, get stick out of your ass. What? Huh? Did jetzt? Ach die! Go on, let your head down. It's not like we don't already know you. So what's going on? If you need help, Nagiko, I mean Kyoko, might just be able to provide it. Ja, jetzt geht's los. Whoa, Seishu Nago. I mean Kyoko, it's you? Hey, long time to see, Blondie. So what you are doing out here at this time of night? Anyway, you're looking for someone to help keep your bed warm or something? I guess that's been a while, hasn't it? Oh, what was that about my bed? Is that more of your mainland poetry? I don't get it. Don't worry about it. I was just saying the first thing that came to my mind. Oh god. Are you Hmm. Hey, no. Cut it out. Hasn't anyone ever taught you it's rude to stare? Say Shunagon. Oh. Well, now I haven't heard that name in a long time. Did you read a copy of some of my work or something? Bit of a bookworm too. Read anything good lately? I found something recently that is so... Wait, hang on. Have you met before? Maybe back when I was still in the palace? Nah, that can't be it. You'd have still been a little kid back then. Really, I wonder how old she actually is then. Whoa there, Imoto. There's two things you should never discuss with Seishuna. Kyoko, her age, and her name. Oh god. She's put a lot of work into making herself look young. Yeah, see, her real age is... Oh. What? Say? Ow! Lord Kintoki, could you please tell us how you came to know this lady? Or let me see. Well, I can't say exactly which family she's from, but Kyoko is here as a genuine noble. I know you two might not have any business with the palace right now, but if you're gonna be staying around the city, don't hurt to take this chance to introduce yourselves. As for me, well, back when I was a kid who just couldn't get used to live in a big city. Let's just say she helped me out a few gems. Yep, that about sums it up. I know I might not look like it, but I actually love helping people out. I see. According to the stories told in the Edo period, Lord Kintoki was born several years before Lady Sei Shunagon. But in reality it seems Lady Sei Shunagon was actually the older of the two. Of course, this would hardly be the first time in a heroic spirit did not exactly line up with their real-life counterpart. I mean, in my case, I'm a puppet, so... Anyway, what's going on tonight? Oh, she does. Does it have anything to do with Lord Michinaga's latest scheme? Haha, as if it narrowed it down, considering how many schemes he always got going on. Nah, just ran away from home, and I'm still running. I see. Did something happen back at the main Genji house? Or maybe Lord Mutsanaki demanded Lady Raikou give up her leadership position? If it's going down how I think it's going down, then Lord Mitsunaka's being a real piece of work. My bet is he wants Lady Raikou to give up leadership by keeping her in charge of fighting and stuff, so he can declare one of his other kids leader and force her to form a branch clan entirely. What's the main house gotta do with me running away? Nah, it's just my own little screw up. I guess I could have left the city altogether, but there's a reason I need to stick around. So I was just trying to think of a place where we could take shelter for the night. I see. So you need a place that'd be brave enough to take in 3 strange visitors in the middle of the night, huh? Lucky for you, I know just the place. Whoa, you do? I sure do. I'd invite you guys to stay at my place, but 3 new guests all at once would be a little much for a semi-tired woman like me. Now come on, follow me. Let's get moving again, driver. Yes, ma'am. Get in the carriage with Kyoko, Danzo. Don't want you tripping in the dark and making your injuries worse. Thank you, but I will stay by Master's side. Look, it's okay, Dan. You should be right in the carriage. But what about... It's okay, get as much rest as you can. Oh, sowas von. Understood, thank you. Well, looks like you and me are walking Zenimoto. Man, it sure was a heck of a coincidence running into you guys out here like this. Lucky I did too, these days not even the main roads are completely safe. Sure, can't hurt to have a variety of Genji around just in case. I see. Speaking of Sei Shunagon and the Genji, I believe her brother Lord Kiyohara no Monobu eventually loses his life to someone from the Genji family. Not that I can say anything about that now. Main roads are usually pretty safe, but things have been weird even on them the last few days. The last few days, huh? Whoa there, looks like Kyoko was telling the truth, Imoto. Beach! There's something dead ahead. I see him, don't worry, Danzo, just stay put. Mach mal platt! Me and Imoto can handle them ourselves. Alright, let's do this. Ja, das sag ich dazu. Knack, knack, Alter. Gehen ab. Blatt. Fatal Battle. Easy.
たっぷりともてあそんであげる。サードアイ。
サードアイ。
標本にしてあげるわ。カルウェノ。
Gut, in der Mitte braucht ein bisschen was. Der Dunkelpriester.
リラックス。
リラックス。
さてカ
カウンティングオーバー。
運命をかけた戦いであるが、私の触手は残忍ですよ。
最高のカードを決め
みよう。Oh, warte mal, ich sehe da was.
私の触手は残忍ですよ。
Ich sehe da was richtig Lustiges. Ahaha, das passt ja genau. 200. So, viel Spaß damit.
笑わせないでくれます？
So, mal gucken, wie viel er dann übrig hat oder ob er
残酷
überhaupt
に落と
überlebt.
してあげる。これが欲望の
Und platt mit dem
肥
Mist.
大したエゴの末路。
Cast,
カーストカッティングクレイター。思い知りました？
Und zack. Ah, what?
ビビゲ
Der Kleine
ー。
hat
ズ
auch
タズタに
überlebt.
なりなさい。
Du hast überlebt. Die Ratte.
名城しがたき。
Na, den eine gegen. Ah, das war's ja eh schon. Nicht, dass mich kümmert, oder?
ま、あと笑わせないでく。こっちこっち。
Weg damit.
マルミアドワー
Easy.
満足のいく結果だったかい？それは上々。
Jojo. Oh, gab wieder Spiegel. Nice. Bam, 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 bam. Oh. Nochmal 10 Quarts gleich, ja? Hier ist der Kampf. Let's go. Bam, bam, bam. Komm ich auch gleich ab. Ja, geht gleich instant weiter.
夏だからね。
2 Runden.
戦いも観光も涼やかなものがいい。
圧倒します。従いますけど。輝き。
Zack, zack.
やきょ
Sangoku! Mach ruhig, mach ruhig. Ich nicht. Oh, ah, nee. Ein Kind Time-Stop machen.
黄昏の月惨めですね。
Aber das kann ich machen.
最果ての島、罪の都。最後の竜は我がの縁。集い、円卓の守護者たち。ラウン
Und
ドオ
auf
ーバー
Avalon!
乙女の秘密、見ちゃいますよ。
Meinst
ちょっと美味しそうなので、クークーお腹が鳴っちゃいました。
Cheeside, Cheeside, Cheeside.
こっちこっち。
Oh, haben sie doch überlebt noch. Gut, dass ich so gestört wurde. Ah, da kann ich.
サードアイ、海岸。標本に従いますけど惨めですね。こっちこっち。
Ah, das reicht nicht ganz. Los.
やりすぎですか？
So, jetzt sterbe ich noch, ey. Ob mich das interessieren würde? Nochmal. Weil es so schön war.
ご要望とあらば
笑わせないでくれます？
切り込む。
Zack, zack,
こ
zack.
っちこっち。
Und hinterher noch. Klatsch. Sehr schön. So, letzte Runde. Oder zumindest Fatal Battle. Kodama, Alter. Ach, die haben alle ihre komischen Masken auf.
さてカウンティン
Counting
グオーバー。
over.
熱を帯びなさい。マルミアドワーズ。早炊きですよ。カルウェノ。
So, hier schön hochbuffen.
残酷に邪神的にです。
Yes.
残酷に邪神的にです。
リラックス。
Relaxe. Und das ohne
早
Fliegen.
炊きですよ。カルウェノ。
最高のカードを
Kimio. Ja, kommen wir noch Crit hoch. Und jetzt macht er platt.
こんは惨めですね。
Na, vielleicht sehen wir, wer das überlebt.
乙女の秘密見ちゃいます？ ちょっと美味しそ
そうなの
うなのね。
ね。
クークーお腹が鳴っちゃいました。小さい小さいですね。
Und? Ja, das war's
ズ
schon.
タツタになりなさい。
Tschüss.
お待ちかねの
Sakura-Biene!
ああ
Ah,
つまらない。
du musst das.
惨めな虫けらのコレクションが増えただけでした。
Oh, einer von den Bestien haben wir schon mal erlegt, hä? Bam, 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 bada, bam. Dan, dan. Oh, ach, komm mal, jetzt kriegen wir danach ein bisschen Text. Zack! There, that's the last of him. Nice job! Thanks, you two. Anyone hurt? No? Great. These kinds of battles don't bother me at all, but... What do you mean? Well, it's just... Oh. Oh. I'm a little unsure about what to do. Okay, we're here. What's this place? I've heard of the Tale of Genji. It's all the rage and cure right now. Well, it's Arthur. Murasaki Shikobi lives here. Murasaki! Murasaki! Ooh! Is Lady Murasaki a friend of yours, Lady Kyoko? Nah, I've never met her. You haven't? But I'd bet anything she's like the graceful noblewoman. So I'm sure she's the type of girl who'd never burn anybody in trouble. Come on, she's gotta be too old to be called a girl by now, right? Say... Ah, zack, Alter. Ah! Anyway, the point is, we've arrived at Murasaki Shikobi's house. She's a lady in waiting for Empress Joshi, so when she's not writing stories, she works at the palace. Oh, I don't know if it'd feel right asking someone we've never met before to put us up for the night. In that case, just tell her that Kusa no Iri sends her regards. I'm pretty sure, no, I'm positive she knows what that means. Alright, my house is over there, so this is where we part. See you guys some other time. Bye, Kyoko. Thanks for the help. Wait. You just went in some monsters not too long ago. Is it not dangerous to travel along the main road at night with only a bare minimum of attendants? Not necessary. Noble carriages like that always have several Shikigami with them. They might not be able to handle Tsugumo, but those are kept out by the bounded field. The Omnio Bureau set up around the main roads anyway. But a carriage Shikigami can handle any smaller monsters that come around, no problem. Boah, das ist mal natürlich interessant, ne? Personally, I'd just soon not have to depend on any Omnio for help. But times being, whatever, I can't afford to be picky. Shikigami. And why did you and Master defeat those monsters we encountered earlier? Oh, that? Well, I was sort of just giving Kyoko a show to thank her for her help. And I totally enjoyed it, but that doesn't mean you should take too many risks out there, okay? Was mir gerade einfällt. Nicht, dass das HDMI-Kabel das ist, was Probleme macht. Ich habe nämlich ein anderes HDMI-Kabel drin. Ich hatte das Original von der Switch. Warte mal. Das fällt mir nämlich gerade ein. Hast du das HDMI-Kabel? Warte mal, warte, das ist das halt. Warte mal, das mache ich jetzt mal kurz. Ich probiere jetzt einfach mal das HDMI-Kabel schnell zu wechseln. So, warte mal kurz, das geht gleich ist weg nochmal und gleich ist es wieder da. Das probiere ich jetzt mal eben aus. Augenblick. Das wäre lustig. Wenn das HDMI-Kabel besser ist als das HDMI. Pass auf, jetzt gibt's. What if there's nothing? One thing I hate possible dying young from a little. Ja. Alright, I'm really going now. Good night. Oh ne, es geht immer noch hoch und runter. Ist doch dasselbe. Mal gucken, ob Sound oder Dingsfehler kommen noch. Okay, let's go ask this lady Murasaki to put us up. Bin ich mal gespannt, ob das einen Unterschied macht. I'm sorry. I do beg your pardon, but I'm afraid I just don't understand what this is all about. For starters, who in the world is this Kyoko person you mentioned it? I recognize you as Lord Sakata Kintoki of the Genji family, of course. I've seen you around Lord Michinaga's mansion a number of times. It's me, and here I thought we were meeting each other for the first time. Sorry for not recognizing you from the Minister of the Left's place. Oh no, that's quite alright. I mean, nope, macht keinen Unterschied. Wäre zu schön gewesen. What is it that brings you to my house at this hour of the night, Lord Kintoki? Wäre zu schön, wenn es das gewesen wäre. Did they make a terrible mistake at the palace or something? In retrospect, we probably should have expected you responded like that. I agree, Lady Moto. Do forgive us for intruding so late. Don't worry, Lady Murasaki. You didn't do anything wrong. I only use that name when I'm writing, so please just call me Karuku. Okay, got it. Anyway, don't worry, I know Brother Tsuna likes to play at being an officer, but that ain't my thing. We ain't here to bring you in for any wrongdoing at all. Actually, we kinda need your help. Huh? Gasp of realization. Come to think of it, Lord Watanabe no Tsuna did appear to be dressed like a police officer. Yet as far as my records show, there's no mention of him ever actually serving as such. Huh? Really? So that's how things are in the future. You don't have exact records of anything and everything, huh? See, Tsuna's not exactly a typical proper officer, and he was first ordered to protect the city. He said it was only right for him to learn how to be an officer too. He went to the bureau on his own and asked them to make him one. He's nothing if not responsible, that's for sure. Huh? Records, Lord Tsuna? Karoku. Yes? Kusano Iori said to give you her regards. Kusano Iori? Kusano Iori? Then that must mean... I see, Lady Seishu Nagon sent that message, did she? Even though I never met her in the palace or even so much as spoke to her. I see. Very well, I suppose it would be rude of me to turn away guests on such a cold night. Alright, I'll have a room made up for you. 2 rooms, since we have 2 women accompanying. Oh no, that's quite alright. Please pay us no mind. It's best for us if we stay together regardless of the hour. So I would ask that you let us all share a room if that is alright. Yep, we prefer, just prefer 1 room, please. You're fine with that, Kentucky, right? Huh? Yeah, I guess so. That probably is for the best given the circumstances. I see very well. I convey your wishes to the servants. I'm truly certain about this. We are, please pay it no mind. I see very well then. You're very open-minded, aren't you? Free spirited, judging from a manner of dress. Ah, was er nicht viel anhat? You, it's good to finally take a load off. I'll have to make this up to Kyoko somehow, to Lady Karuko, of course. Master, Lady Moto. We have been fighting a great deal from the moment we reshifted here, so please get some rest and focus on doing the same. Thanks, Danzo. Not at all. Most importantly, I can finally begin to follow our original itinerary. Oh god. Wow, the servants even laid out Chitone for us. That's really considerate of him. Chitone? That's a kind of mat used for sleeping, correct? And they gave us hot water too. This is a really nice change of pace after several days spent camping out. Plus, if I had stayed out there, it'd probably just be a matter of time till Raiko found me and gave me good scolding. I can almost hear her telling me you're no longer on the mountain where you grew up, Kentucky. Makes me nervous just thinking about that. So you really don't want to see Raiko now, Kentucky? Get Raiko to help us, huh? True, Raiko's definitely will be willing to believe all the crazy stuff you told me. She's a lot more open-minded than most warriors, that's for sure. But now's not a good time. See, Boss Raiko hasn't really been herself lately. He's been holding up in her house since the Imperial Holy Grail War started. She didn't even come out when she heard that Brother Usui and Uncle Urabe had been injured. I don't know if she's just broken up about the idea of her fellow Genji fighting among themselves or the demon, or if she's one of the masters too. Das könnte natürlich auch sein. Senpai, Master, oh, jetzt geht's los. Fu, oh, Fu ist auch da. Oh. What the, are those ghosts? No wait, that ain't... Ah, I think we've seen this kind of thing somewhere before. It's some kind of sorcery or omnibus spell of yours. You mean someone developed a method of video transmission even in the Heian period? But never mind that now. Master, in accordance with our original plan, I've activated my full functionality. And I've just succeeded establishing contact with Novum Chaldea. That's great! Way to go, Danzo! You are too kind, Master. Novum Chaldea, so this must be that place where off beyond tomorrow's tomorrow. Damn, this really is something. Good, the video connection is holding steady too. It's you, Danzo, and... oh, is that... Sakura Kintoki of Heian Kyo? Thank goodness, you're both okay. And I see you've already managed to secure help from one of the locals. I'm glad you're both okay too. Natürlich, ne? We are, I'm so glad you're okay too, Senpai. I mean, the fragment of Shiba in the round shield. Or rather, the observation lens Shiba signal was still strong, so I knew one rational level that you were okay, but still... They're both saying the same thing. Oh, that's it. Maybe they're siblings? Well, they don't look alike, but... oh, whatever. Did something interfere with the ray shift? I believe so, and Lady Sion's calculations say that's the most likely explanation as well. Both Lady Marsh and I were unable to ray shift there, instead we were left behind here at Novum Chaldea. We quickly tried to ray shift again, of course, but it failed in the same way. It appears to be an advanced jamming method that bypassed every anti-interference safeguard we have in place. We're looking into a way around it, but we still have yet to come up with anything. I'm so sorry, Master. It's nothing, guys, you need to apologize for. I'm glad to see you are safe, but the situation isn't great. The reason you and Kato Danzo were the only two ray shift there successfully is that whoever was interfering with considers you two special cases. In other words, you are basically welcome guests. I see, so nobody besides us is welcome here. But who could have been the one inviting us? I'm sorry, that was foolish of me. It was Limbo written all over it. Yeah. Yes, I agree, that's almost certainly the case. Sorry to butt in, but there's a lot of things I'm not getting here, and one thing I want to make sure. So the components of you guys thought you came here with are back in this Chaldea place, yeah? That right? Yes. Sowas von. Got it. That's great news. This means we don't have to run around searching for cure for them. Right? Oh, das stimmt auch wieder. Yes, that's true. I feel as though we may be saying the same thing in different ways, but yes, it does mean we have achieved one of our goals, though without acting. Actually, make that too, since we also managed to find a local willing to help us, and that just leaves investigating and preparing this singularity. Right. That puts us in a much better spot now than we are in right after our race shift. Indeed, it does. Now we can finally begin the operation in earnest. There you go, that's the spirit. Bam! Oh, da war's aber klar. Start choking from your backslap to the floor, baby. Was? Ich bleib auch husten, weil das ist besser. Ah, Master! So, hey, you that tiny pretty one, what's your deal? You're not just an ordinary kid, right? I'm sensing something powerful from you. You're an Omnogi, a sage, maybe some kind of Tengu. Not that I know if they even got those in your time. Was the tiny part really necessary? Oh well, I can roll with it. I can't deny that I look pretty young in this form. Anyway, I'm Leonardo da Vinci, friend of Emoto's and unparalleled genius. Damn, you're so an honest to goodness prodigy, huh? That's real impressive. I'm Sakata Kintoki, Genji warrior. Nice to meet ya. I'm Sherlock Holmes. It's a pleasure to Sakata Kintoki. Oh. Looks like we got yet another new guy here. And there's something about this one that reminds me of Lord Semi. Man, Shadir must be hell of a place. Ah, da war sowas von. Alright, here's the situation as we understand it. We believe that both Emoto and Kato Danzo were explicitly invited to the city of Heian-kyo in the year 1008. Invited by whom you may ask? Limbo, naturally. Yep. While it was an unfortunate surprise to learn that Marsh, Quidlight and Fumakoto were unable to accompany you on your race shift, everything else has unfolded just as we predicted. Limbo has gone out of its way to create a new singularity, a black mark on human history. Its targets are almost certainly you, Emoto, for having been an obstruction to his plans so many times. And Kato Danzo, with whom he has history of sorts. I doubt his plan here is to achieve final victory, rather his goal is likely to simply toying with you on his home ground, nothing more. Now that he has cut you off from any aid and seems focused on boxing both on our sides. He has clearly foregone any pretense of strategy in favor of indulging his proclivities. Foul and steeped in death and pain as they are. And that is all there is to say. I suspect that he may have someone helping him before you two race shifted there. But I am at this stage absolutely certain no such collaborator exists. Limbo is the one behind this and he's acting entirely on his own. Whoa, you're almost never that definitive, fella. I mean, it doesn't get more obvious than the bad guy outright signing their work. I gotta tell you, I was not expecting to see a bunch of letters and logs from Martian Koto's failed race shifts. Letters? That's right, the letters. Die Doman. Pufu! Doman, yep. Absolutely offensichtlich. So what this guy put his name on it, some kind of message. Indeed, this is the clear Doman telling us that he's the one behind all this. It's supposed to be some kind of joke, it ain't funny. So basically whoever's this guy is Limbo or Lord Ashia Doman, whoever, he's outright daring you guys to come after him. Ah, the guy's gotta be a real piece of rock to straight up sign his name like that. Indeed. That said, I still do not understand if Limbo's goal is to seek revenge on us. Then what is the point of this Imperial Holy Grail War ritual? An Imperial Holy Grail War? I've not heard the term before. Tell us everything you know. Yeah, jetzt geht's los. Flashback! Really? So the only servants being summoned are casters? That's certainly a decision. It sounds like he's taking the whole Holy Grail War concept of summoning heroic spirits and downsized it or something. But if he did it like that, then its Holy Grail's capacity for granting wishes couldn't possibly be omnipotent? No, it certainly couldn't, which means the part about the winner having a wish granted must be a lie. In which case, what if the Grail were restricted to a single function only? I think it could work. The idea of using heroic spirit souls as an incredible source of magic energy has been around since long before Holy Grail Wars were even a thing. If you just wanted to use them as a power source for a single goal, it wouldn't matter how unbalanced the source ended up being. I think, yeah, it could definitely work. Well, if our resident or Universal says it would work, I for one am inclined to believe her. Then if we assume that this Imperial Holy Grail War is designed with a single purpose in mind. Next question is to ask, would quite naturally be, what is that purpose? Personally, I suspect this is to transform the very world itself. Do you mean? As in to change the world in whatever the wisher desires? Is there a particular reason you think to that? Naturally. Think back to the events of Shinmusa. A great ritual was held there that involved the deaths of countless human souls and several heroic spirits. And as a result, Shinmusa became a pseudo-parallel world of sorts, a pseudo-Lostbelt, if you will. Yep. Genau das Ding. That's true. According to our records, Shinmusa Onido Castle was functionally equivalent to a Lostbelts Tree of Emptiness. Could even call it a pseudo Tree of Emptiness. So maybe Limbo's planning to use his Imperial Holy Grail as a means to create something similar. So he can make Heian Q into a Lostbelt? But why would he want to do that? Perhaps he wishes to have the foreign god manifest in the Heian period. Could it be? But the foreign gods already manifested. Besides, know that the foreign god has manifested in Olympus, they should have no further need of a vessel. Unless perhaps as a spare? No, I cannot see a way to transcend being of that magnitude would require anything like a spare. And let's not forget that nothing but caster swords in the mix, so it's not exactly gonna be balanced. Like I said before, it's no easy feat to keep the magic energy source for such massive space stable. Even if the ritual is designed for just a single purpose, any imbalance in heroic spirit swords whose power it could still cause the whole spell to implode. There must be some trick we are not seeing. Unless maybe the whole thing's just some kind of twisted prank. Oh, Verbindung bricht ab, hä? Ha. Ah, crap. We are losing our connection, Senpai. Perhaps Limbo finally noticed our connection, or perhaps he wants to cut us off before we realize something he'd rather we not know. Regardless, Emoto, it's absolutely imperative that you stop this ritual from being completed. Every heroic spirit materialist there is killed. Heian Kyo could be subject to a new pseudo-tree of emptiness, just like what happened in Shimosa. And that would result in two concurrent and existential threats to proper human history as Singularity and the Lostbelt all in one. That's just a possibility for now, not a certainty, but either way, watch your back out there. Well, continue trying to establish contact with until we get through again. So please keep your comms line open. Got it. Senpai. Kleiner was auf, ey. Mein Hals ist echt durch, ey. Oh, squishy, squishy, oh my! It seems I got a bit carried away. I really challenge you could at least try to secure your communications a little. As it's now, it only took a flick of my fingers to sever them entirely. Oh well, in any case. Macht's, ey. I think that detective explained quite enough of my plan. We do need to save some surprise for later after all. Now then. Spatz und Schlurf, einer Master of Shadia, my beautiful marionette. From this point onward, we will be engaged in a contest of pure strength. Come and let us compete to see which of us can slaughter the most innocents. Oh, aber mein Hals ist echt durch, ey. Mehr als 3 Stunden vorlesen kann ich echt nicht gefühlt. Ja, nice. Und es ist Tag. Aber nee, mehr als wirklich als 3 Stunden ist nicht drin. Mehr als 3 Stunden vorlesen ist echt nicht drin. Deswegen würde ich sagen, gucken wir mal, ob wir wen raiden können, hä? Hier ist noch alles da. Na, guck mal, der Tobi. Der spielt in Soundmind. Dann gehen wir doch zum Streik Tobi rüber. So, dann würde ich mal sagen, vielen lieben Dank, dass ihr reingeschaut habt. Ich hoffe, ihr hattet auch eine Menge Spaß hier zusammen mit mir in dem Chaldea-Universum. Vor allem in den neuen, nicht Lost, ist ja nur eine Singularität, 5.5, aber jo, ich hoffe, wir sehen uns dann morgen zu Valkyria Elysium. Also, macht's gut, Leute. Der Tori muss auf die Toilette, ne? Also, bis denn dann. Bye, bye. Tori out.